Mike's hot.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Did we just go live? Is it time?
Did we just go live?
Is it time?
Nice.
You're here.
Nice. Nice.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome.
What is going on, everybody?
Welcome. It's a good day. It's a good day.
Neo
Tokyo's blaring.
Neo Tokyo's blaring.
Stirring old fashioned.
Stirring old fashioned.
We get to watch
some meat bags.
Play some
crab games.
Is there a bad
Is there
echo?
bad echo? Let me turn this off real quick.
Too loud of
an echo.
Let
me go and turn this off. That fix that?
Okay, well, he just left.
Did it still echoing?
It's fixed? Okay, good. Good. All right. Ruined my whole dramatic intro, guys. We've been planning it all out. I had the old fashioned all ready. I had it ready to stir. I had it ready to get going. It's all ruined now. We might as well cancel the tournament, guys. But look, it is a good day. We have Neo Tokyo blaring. The market's absolutely crashed because you know why it's crashed? Everybody cashed out so they could buy bytes before this tournament. Look, guys, it is a good day because we're about to watch 160 people, a bunch of meatbags, compete for $1 million in the most advanced technical game that's ever existed. See, look, Neo Tokyo, we're on the cutting edge of technology. So we searched and we searched and we searched. When we saw Fortnite, not going to do that shit, guys. Look, we saw we saw all the games out there, and we came down to one conclusion. The most advanced, technically responsible, biggest display of skill in all of gaming is crab games. And so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be sitting down. We're going to be watching these 160 people play. There's going to be 4 rounds, 10 influencers per round, and then 30 people who earned it. See, these people came through blood, sweat, tears. They worked harder than Cardano holders. We're very down right now. We have to say one for those Cardano holder guys. Because look, all right, they're so down right now. I don't even know if there's any watching the stream because their girlfriend's boyfriend might not even let them use the computer. So first off, let's pour one out for the Cardano holders. But that being said, guys, these 30 people, they competed against 4,000 other people to qualify to be here, to get all the way here. And so there's going to be 4 rounds. Each round, $50,000 prize. We're going to watch. The winner gets $50,000 and moves on to the final round. In between all this, we're going to have a glass game where they're going to play the little glass walkie thing you see on Squid Games. It's going to be neat. If we don't get a winner there, no one wins the 50K. The 4 winners from the 4 rounds will move to the final round. We'll have 4 people playing bomb tag. The winner will get the first hand of the Citadel NFT. If you've looked at the floor of the top NFTs in Neo Tokyo, they're valued about over $400,000 to $500,000. Obviously, this is going to be the rarest one ever given. Obviously, it's going to be worth at least $500,000. The winner will also get $250,000 in cash. That is $750,000 for winning a game of bomb tag. And you might be wondering why we're doing this. What's the incentive here? You know, we're on Twitch instead of YouTube right now. You guys might be thinking, is this some sleazy NFT group that wants me to buy NFTs? Ha! Look, I'm going to be straight with you. You can't afford a Neo Tokyo NFT, and I don't want you to try and buy an NFT, so calm down. Relax. We're not here to do that. There's only one objective. There's only one reason why we're doing this. Because it's fucking funny. That's it. So everybody, cool your jets, calm down, and get an old-fashioned because we're about to get started. Now, we have to thank all the people that are paying for this hilarity real quick. And so I want to bring up our first 2 sponsors. So our first sponsor is, let's make sure we got this all up because I messed with the mic. Got to talk about Polygon, one of our main sponsors right now. If you've ever used ETH, it's not great. It's not great. You send $50, it's $250 in gas fees. Polygon fixes this, and this is actually why it's probably going to be one of the leading blockchains when it comes to crypto gaming. Now, next big sponsor, Animoca Brands. I don't really think they need much of an intro, but they came in. They were our first big sponsor. This is the largest fund in all of gaming, crypto, metaverse investing. So it's a pleasure to have them on board. So we got to say thank you. That being said, guys, I'm going to pass it over to our announcers. We've got some good ones today. And let's just begin the games. You guys ready to go? Give me 1 if you're ready to get started. Give me a 1.
Thank you, Alex, my man, introducing us to what is going to be an unbelievable next couple of hours. Absolutely crazy. Welcome in, one and all, to what is the Neo Tokyo Meta Tournament. That's right. My name's Adam Savage. Delighted to be here, one of your casters this evening. I'm joined by the almighty Bonsai Bros. Dude, how are you? What a night this is!
This is going to be crazy. This is going to be an event that everyone's going to be talking about for months and months and months, if not more. We have $1 million or more on the line right now on a crab game that was made by one person. So this is going to be absolutely mental right here.
I mean, how is that person feeling right now? The made crab game with all this is on the line. I mean, this is insane.
I don't think me or anybody would ever have expected that. So, I think it's a pretty good, day to have it in the spotlight. Your game's going to be getting a few more downloads on Steam after this. I know I downloaded it and I'm obsessed. So,
You're good at it too. I've seen you in action. Very good. I'm sure. Now, for you guys watching as well, I'm sure you are waiting to see exactly what is about to unfold in front of your very eyes. And trust me, it is going to be pure magic. Let's have a look at the bracket what's coming your way throughout the course of this evening. You can see exactly how things stand. We actually started with 4,000 players, 116 winners, plus 40 creator invitees as well. And now, Bonsai, the semi-finals coming our way, and this is when it gets mighty exciting.
Absolutely. We have 4 teams of 40 players. They're going to be competing head-to-head against each other to survive multiple rounds to go over to our finals, which is going to be 4 players. Now, not just that, if you win one crab game today and move on to the finals, you're already walking away with $50,000 in your pocket, which is a nice day right there. $50,000 just to win one crab game, okay? In 15 minutes, you can change your life. You can have, an average yearly salary today on a Saturday playing crab game with your friends.
Man.
Can you imagine
nuts? Can you imagine if you qualified like yesterday and that alone must be giving you like beyond butterflies? We're going into a whole other region of like all the fields right there. And now this is where it's on. Everyone watching, you guys are able to watch this unfold as well as you could be walking away with that insane amount of prize money. Not to mention, as you said yourself, 4 players are making it through to that grand final where there is an unprecedented amount of prize on the line. It's just, I mean, I can barely breathe and wet myself. I'm literally that excited right now.
Really, I cannot imagine what they're all going to be going through. We have some, professional players out there on Crab Game as well as other tournaments. So will they be able to keep their mental game strong as they go head to head against some of the craziest and some of the best players they've ever seen? I'm not 100% sure just yet. I know we had a couple people that qualified from yesterday into today saying that, just to get in from the opens to the semifinals or to today was the most nerve-wracking experience they ever had. And money wasn't even on the line yet. Now we got 50 grand per game, as well as some major prizes for the first place winner.
I wonder how our players today are going to actually take on this. Are they going to kind of try and just stand things out, or are they going to be aggressive, passive? We have to kind of find out exactly what's going on, really. But that's the exciting thing. How are our influencers, how are our players going to take this on? Let's have a look at our player list as well and see exactly who is competing. You can see on the screen right now, this is batch 1. We have those 4 different semi-finals, each with 39 players going into them as well, as someone to kind of watch over the action for us. This is where it gets really exciting. All these players you can see on the screen right now in this first screen. The first 28 players are players that qualified, as we mentioned, through the actual tournament yesterday. The other half are going to be our creators. You can see someone on screen right now, the likes of Nyrox. I mean, there's a lot of Fortnite pros here as well, Bonsai, competing. Like we've got Pink, we've got Ice Sky. I can see Nyrox there. I mean, we've got some big competitors.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know who I'm going to be rooting for just yet out here. I'm thinking possibly just choosing a person at random and seeing what happens. But I'm going to be going for Pink and seeing what happens. Really, there's just, it's at the drop of the hat.
Before Annie, guys.
You got before Annie?
Before Barfani. Yes, that's how it's pronounced. It's the correct saying. That's my gal/guy. I'm not sure who's behind it, but I think they got big muscles.
Okay.
They feel very well from here.
I can feel the pressure.
That could come in handy, Alex.
Who are you guys betting on? Who'd you pick? You have to pick someone and root against everybody else. This is a game about pushing people in the mud.
It is. I don't know what stands out. For whatever reason, in the first page, Fatima stuck out to me. I'm going to go for Fatima. I don't know who Fatima is, but I'm digging the name.
I got bad vibes about her. I got bad vibes.
Oh, bad vibes.
Piece of shit. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably owns
players out
Cardano.
already, Alex.
I'm just here to... Look, I'll ease up. I'll be nice. We're about to see a lot of people be really stressed out.
Yeah. Bonsai, tell us who you rooting for. Is there anyone particularly you're thinking could go the way?
The only name that I could read fast enough, I'm going to go with Pink. It's a solid color out there. It seems unassuming, but then again, it might be the person that takes it all home. Stabs players in the backs, builds alliances, the greatest racer ever. I've never heard in the game, of course. Well, we're a lot of fun.
We're about to get into it. I mean, this is actually going to be our very first round. You can see all the players just saw on the playlist there are actually going to be in this game. We're about to find out exactly what's happening in this game right now. Walk us through, Bonsai. Already we're losing players!
So in this game, block drop, you have to avoid the shade. Once you see the shade, that means there's a block dropping on top of that, which will crush you. So you do not want to be standing underneath that like we just saw our first player doing. And again, if you die in this game, you're done for the day. That's it. It's so quick right there. $1 million snatched away from you within a second.
This is basically Tetris, but we're all ants. And watching it live in the real time. This is incredible. We can see here as well a lot of tactics here, trying to get on high ground as well, which I think is definitely going to be a tactic here that's probably the best thing to do. Watching everyone below you, you're not going to get stomped out as much. You can see the shadow as well, always giving you an update on a high, a bit of instinct there, knowing exactly where the next block's coming down. If you're on the bottom, is that a bad place to be? The round's over already, Bonsai. Woohoo! That was quick.
It's already done. I mean, again, 28 players surviving so far. 12 players already gone within the first 2 minutes. It's crazy. It's absolutely mental. You never know what's going to happen out there. You've got to stay on your toes the whole time.
Yeah, we knew it would be. Now we have King of the Hill. Obviously, you've got to try and get to the top of the hill in that yellow bubble. If you're in that yellow bubble, you're gaining points. That's what you got to do. You can knock people off, obviously, but the most amount of points, that's what you need to get in this particular game. What's the tactic here, Bonsai? You played this game a lot. You know exactly what's going on here. I presume, get in the bubble and just try and hold off as many of the opposition as possible.
So on here, you gotta go on top of the hill, hide next to the ladder location you want to go to. You want to be able to go to basically recover as fast as you can from other players out there and jump back on there as many times as you can.
I can see a lot of jumping around here, kind of not really making place for the yellow bubble. But I think that could be. I mean, we've got bats there as well. Oh, okay, now we're talking. We've all got baseball bats. We brought those to the party. This is when things are going to get mighty exciting, because you can see the leaderboard on the screen there as well. We can't see it right now. We can kind of just about see it. I'm wondering whether Fatima, whether Pink, whether Beef Franny. I think that's who Alex was going for as well.
Now. I hope they're rocking and rolling still as much as possible. Now, you see the players. There's a ladder that gets you up there faster than anywhere else. You want to have yourself almost positioned to where if you get knocked off, you get back on the ladder, get back in the game as fast as humanly possible.
Wow, I can see as well those blocks as well coming in and out. It feels like a kind of Mario game, trying to ascend the mountain to a boss fight or something in Mario 64 right now. But the yellow bubble is where we need to be. Forget Bowser. Think about the yellow bubble. The points, that's exactly what's key here as well. You can start to see a lot of the players as well trying to get up that mountain, but they just keep getting knocked off, be it by the blocks pushing them off, by the rest of the players battering them with their batons. They cannot get there, and now we've got a team of 4 or 5 players who are really holding down the fort, not letting anybody pierce their bubble. They're getting maximum points. I love to see it. They know exactly what they're doing.
Question is B4Annie in there? Is Barfany?
Alex, which one of you? Barfany?
Not sure.
Barfany.
Bertha Mix. Is she in there?
Not 100% sure they're still in there yet or not, but I mean, really comes down to just keeping the bottom players out as much as possible. I hope Pink is doing well right now, because they're the only person I want to be able to survive at the end of the day here.
I'm trying to read the leaderboard, but I think I need to be on my side. So 19 players have remained in the competition after that round. We take those through into the next round. 19 players already whittled down from, I think there's 10 already have gone. So Dawn Lights, okay, this for me, Bonsai is the one I cannot wait to see. Okay, now if you're familiar with this game, obviously lights go out, you can do anything, be passive and kind of hide away, or get your weapons, get crazy. It's Christmas time up in here right now. I mean, we can see Sky right now. We can see a POV of Sky, who's kind of getting some height there again on the top bunks, which I think probably is a good strategy, particularly when the lights go out, because you haven't got anyone around you to kind of bat you straight away. But now, the Christmas lights just giving a bit of a glow here, but not giving too much away.
Again, you have an assortment of weapons out there on the field. What you really want to have your hands on is either the gun or the katana. Now, the gun, you might think is the strongest thing out there because you can eliminate one person quickly, but the katana has unlimited ammo, and we're seeing a lot of shots going out there. He's hiding on the second bunk, which is the #1 strategy because you're covered from above and below. They have to jump in your bunk with you, that close quarters gameplay, and you do not want to find yourself against somebody that has, the katana, especially the gun, with our Fortnite players out here today. They know how to hit their headshots, and they're taking them out as they're jumping around, trying to survive, and doing a great job eliminating players. Only 19 left alive right now.
Yeah, we can see some of our Fortnite pros, like Nyrox already left as well. Like, a few of them are starting to get knocked out. I haven't seen Pink come up on the elimination feed just yet, but that could have happened in an earlier round. I don't know for sure yet. We're going to find out very shortly. We've got Durr here as well, kind of bouncing from bed to bed, which again is, I guess, trying to avoid the person with the pistol. We've got, obviously, the katana, as you mentioned as well. The close-range combat weapons as well can really benefit you in this particular scenario. But if you haven't got a weapon, it's probably best that you just hide out at the back of the map behind the beds, as we can see now that Fung Smurf's doing. It's probably a great tactic, just waiting this out till the lights come back on and you proceed through to the next round.
The slow and steady approach is one of the best, because in this game mode, nobody has to kill anybody. You can play completely safe the entire time and just wait for a better round for yourself, especially if you don't have a good one. Moving on over to Stepping Stones. Now, this one is very fun and interesting because you can play this extremely aggressively. The platforms will drop out below the players, and if they fall in the water, they are done and dead. So you can knock players around. You can kind of hold down your little hill, per se, and keep people away from you. It's really up to your strategies out there. We're going to see a lot of fun plays as we jump into this one right here.
Alex, 18 players remain here. I mean,
I haven't seen
Barfany. I haven't seen Barfany anywhere.
I think there's a lot of inside information going on here. There's a lot of good players with that last game.
We've heard a lot of players who have been practicing relentlessly. You would do $50,000 on the line for every single one of our first 4 rounds. That's a lot of cheddar. That's a lot of money. So obviously,
I feel like I would definitely put it in a few hours to practice for $50,000 the next day, right? You know, I can spare a couple hours, you know, a little bit less sleep that night. Now, we're seeing a lot of players.
A very bad echo.
10
this is when it's going to get absolutely crazy, though, as you see them playing 7 seconds left. Now, when the game ends, the platforms can still fall down. Are people going to knock each other off, or are they going to stay on their own platform? I'm not too sure just yet.
Wow.
15 players survived. Only 3 deaths so far. That's not very many at all.
So the last 2 rounds, only 4 players eliminated their bonsai, which is, you know, not too many considering the games we just had. But now we've got Hat King. Obviously, you want to get the hat, like the yellow bubble we saw in King of the Hill. You want to try and have the hat on your head for as long as possible. We've got this kind of Christmassy, kind of like wintry vibe going on as well. You can see right now, whether it's like on the hat and kind of hiding out, getting to the high ground again, which is always kind of key. Throwing the snowballs here could play a big part as well. Ultimately, I think we're going to start to see a lot of players start to be whittled out of this now, and as we get down to our last kind of top 10 who are going through to those last phases of this first round, which is worth $50,000. I can't even say it. 50 grand. 50 grand.
Line here over a hat. You know, you gotta keep your hands on the hat as long as you possibly can, and it really just it just gets to you. You don't want to be on the bottom ground right now. If you want to be on the high ground, holding it down a ladder, you want to be kind of hiding out as long as you possibly can. Because if you're down there on the bottom, that's where you find the desperate players. You know, that's where you find somebody that just needs to grab the hat for 2 seconds and they're happy with that. You know, so you want to get as far away as you can, as much as you can, and it's really just going to be coming down to the wire every single time.
We focused on Dirt and his tactics earlier on there with the beds and kind of keeping on top of things in Dorm, and now has had the crown for quite a long time, has had that hat. I think at least the last 10-15 seconds or so. So right there, hiding up top. I mean, this is a great strategy with the snowballs, keeping the other players at bay, not letting them get close. That is how you do it. He's coming down to the bottom ground now. It's changed over. This is looking, I mean, the turnover in this game is unbelievable. This is ridiculous.
Huge. I think at least 3 or 4 players will be eliminated, if not falling off the map and eliminating themselves. Not too sure how it's going to go down. Right here, you see them on the edge of the map. They almost fell off, just barely making it on. There are 4 players chasing 1 person with a hat. Again, you want to be avoiding that bottom layer. Only 7 seconds left. Who's going to be walking away? It looks like King is not able to get his hands on a crown until the last possible second. Is that enough, though? We're about to find out, and it looks like it is. Only 9 players remaining. Oh, my God.
6 eliminated. I think Skol Etig there I could see was the sounds Danish or particularly Scandinavian. Who knows? We have no idea. But still, well done you, because that's a lot of time in the crowd. Lava dumps coming through now. I presume this is just simply a case of trying to watch out for what is about to come your way, which is hot molten sticky stuff.
The platform up on top will drop down. You have to be inside the only spots that are not going to be the danger zone, right? So you see the little eliminated areas. You can knock each other out of the zone. It looks like he's going to be unfortunately caught with knocked out by his own teammate out there, or his own opponent again. And it's already over. You see, so many players died so quickly. The round's already done. It's 6. We're going into one of the final matches here, and it's going to be red light, green light. You know, a fan favorite.
Oh,
if you guys,
my goodness. This is it.
Out here, you know,
6
you move on the green light and you survive. You move on the red light and you're gone.
To put it in context as well for you guys, if the last player to remain is going to win $50,000, this is Dirt again. We can see it. I think Dirt has done this a lot of times, consistently delivering the goods here. With 1 minute 50 to go, we can see here there's a lot of turns coming from the top of the map there. But 145, it's the race to the finish line now.
On this one right here, you just need to make it to the end game within the amount of time limit that is left on there right now. So they've about a minute and a half to make it to the next round. There'll probably be another one after this one. A lot of the players are kind of spread out a little bit. You can knock each other around, and if you do bump somebody on a red light, they will be eliminated. But I see a lot of players out here taking that passive approach we've seen all day today. They're kind of letting other people, go ahead, playing more of the safe game and not getting themselves eliminated by trying to fight one of the best players around them. Because you could be going against the craft game champion of the world next to you. You don't want to make an enemy of them too early on.
And apparently they're here. Apparently we keep hearing rumors that the biggest crab game players are in the mix tonight. I think round 4 is what we should definitely look out for. But all 6 players make it through red light, green light. So everyone qualifies. You can see there as well. The strategy was pretty much everyone moved together in that same line and didn't really kind of slip up at all. Which is, I guess, key. Again, you want to look around you and look and see exactly what other players are doing as well. Not too many kind of boulders to hide behind there as well. But that is done. We move on to Sussy Slope, the race. It's all about getting there as fast as you can to the finish line. As far as I know, note here, Bonsai. What are the strategies, though? What do you have to do here to kind of get to the front? Is it just a case of hurling yourself as far forward as possible?
So we're actually seeing a lot of players kind of do it. You want to build up as much momentum as possible and make it across the middle of the map. Now we're seeing one player already using the speed run method. They're already, if you weren't even able to see it, it was so fast. They've already completed the race. There's only 4 spots in there. He was able to launch himself using all the momentum on the map. He's in there. So there's only 3 spots left remaining for the remaining players here as they try to go up the ladders and use the tires and the obstacles to their advantage. Looks like 2 slots have been secured, and now we're on to the 3rd and 4th. Look how quick that is. That's 20 seconds. That takes me about a minute and a half to complete, by the way. I'm not this good, and I'm glad I'm not competing against them because they are professionals through and through.
Everyone, I mean, expectedly so they have qualified. Everyone's kind of next level at this. But we come down to our last 4 players playing a game of hide and seek in small containers here as well. We've got seekers, obviously got hiders as well. You're going to try and eliminate a hider as a seeker and try and survive as long as you can in this competition. But the map's really small here as well. So for players, I mean, Dirt is still in this. We saw Dur's in this, Kiara's in this. I haven't seen Fatima. I'm devastated. But still, I haven't seen Bar Fanny, NT Lucky.
And as you're saying, it looks like it's coming to the final wire here. He's got the knife in hand, but he's not able to secure that final slice. But it looks like it might be too little too late for our last players remaining as he's just chasing him on the edge of the map. I love Duh. Duh's just hanging out at the top right now. Not a worry in the world. You know, you just gotta chill, have a nice time up the high ground.
I think that's probably what you want to do there is wait and see the other players kind of like take themselves out and you just watch all the action unfold. And then when the time's right, like a spider pouncing.
Exactly like that.
A spider pouncing on a bird? That's a big spider.
It's a big spider. That's gotta be like, that's something from Australia. Australia always has a spider or kangaroo or some type of animal that could, you know, take down a lion at this point. You know? I don't know how they survive out there,
Imagine
man.
that, like face huggers taking down lions.
Nope, I'm good.
Wow, that sounds horrendous. Okay, we've got one of these again. I guess it's a case of just surviving. There's 2 players left. Got Redeem here, I think it is. Was it Dur that made it through?
I think it might be Dur and Redeem. I'm not too sure on the other person. Now, Redeem is doing a pretty good job. They're kind of staying away from each other. It is Dur. Perfect. So 1v1 situation out here. With a minute left, these are going to get going faster and faster out there. And they're going to go for the punch.
This is for $50,000. I can't believe it. This is for 50 grand. 50 grand on this last game.
If you can hide inside of one of these lighted up squares right here, $50,000. You can survive the next minute of your life. You can change your entire career right here. You can change your entire world.
Right, in the chat, Redeem or Dur. R for Redeem, D for Dur. Let us know who you think's going to take this home, because one person will take $50,000 and be rich. And going through to our grand final later. This is so close, Bonsai.
This is gonna get, the squares are gonna get smaller and smaller and smaller and fewer and far between. It might end right here. It could possibly go to another round, but it looks like it's gonna come into another showdown as Da and Redeem go at it, but they're not knocking each other out in time. They're just gonna wait for the RNG really to settle things for them. But listen, oh my gosh, it's so close. You think it's over, and then it's not.
20 seconds on the clock. One play, that's it, we've got a winner!
Redeem was able to crouch down enough, and Redeem has now won $50,000 and our first spot in the finals of Crab Game. Can you believe that?
$50,000 for a game that lasted all of like what? 8 minutes?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Max right there. I mean, and it's already over. That's absolutely insane right there, if you ask me.
We talked about big spiders, but big money, $50,000. I mean, that is an incredible amount of money. And the great thing is as well, is Redeem now goes through to our final, which is 4 players going head to head to earn the most extraordinary prize ever. We'll talk more about that later on. But $50,000, I mean, we saw there as well, a lot of different tactics being played there, Bonsai, but it seems a lot of it was a case of run and gun or sit tight. One of those 2 options usually wins you some Crab Game.
You know, don't make waves out there in Crab Game. Sometimes if you can just find yourself a nice little corner and hide, let everybody else do the work, and then, you know, find the RNG games later on for yourself. You know, we're seeing a lot of great Crab Game players. Again, 4,000 people competed, and only just a select few of those made it over here. So you're playing against some of the best of the best. People know all the strategies. People know the RNG, but RNG's on nobody's side out there. You know, you really just got to get lucky out there. And that's what I love so much. You can be terrible at the game, and you might be walking away with a lot of money at the end of the day right there. I mean, in the final match we saw, they both weren't in the square yet, but somebody was able to slide just a little bit lower than the other person was and survive at the end of the day, which is absolutely crazy.
Barfany.
No, Alex, it wasn't Barfany.
I was busy fixing my mic. I missed the end. Who won?
Redeem. redeem
Oh,
themselves.
that's who I called at the end. I totally called it, guys. I saw it.
You
I
did?
saw it from a mile away.
I missed that, Alex. I missed that call.
I'm having all sorts of trouble with the mics and echoes and the thingamajigs and the Dougal dudes, but I called
2022.
I called redeem from a mile away. I saw that one coming, so I think everybody owes me drinks of some sort.
I'll vouch for you on this one occasion, Alex. On this
You'll
one
vouch for
occasion.
me.
We've got round two coming up. Loads more crab game. That was only the first of what is going to be another 3 rounds of this, plus some bonus stuff too. You'll have to find out what happens. Don't go anywhere. We're right back after this short.
How was that? How was that, everybody? Got our first $50,000 winner redeem. I'd like to point out one thing. I was having issues with my mic because obviously I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing. Don't tell anybody. Might have had too many old fashions. That being said, I called redeem from a mile away. That was very, very easy. Someone said echo's gone. Did we fix the echo? Guys, did we fix the echo? Give me one if we fixed the echo. There we go. Perfect. Starting to think. Man, maybe streaming's not my thing, but as you can see, by our choice in game selection and our professional, everybody else has been professional. My professional ambiance that we have going right here, we know what we're doing now. We should just do this every single day. Do this every single day. We're going to run out of sponsors real quick and money. So guys, how'd you like that? Give me an X if you found that entertaining. Give me an X if you're just tuning in and you're jumping in and you're like, $1 million crab game tournament. What the fuck is going on? Well, let me recap, guys. What is going on here? As you know, Neo Tokyo is the best NFT that's ever been made in the existence of NFTs. But we're not trying to get you to buy an NFT here. We're not even trying to push anything. We're just here having a shit jolly good slap ass kind of day as the crypto markets explode. And we figured, you know, it'd be really funny on a Saturday is if we got the most powerful brands in crypto to give us money so we could throw on $1 million tournament. And we decide, you know, what's the best game we could possibly pick? What's the most technologically advanced game we could play? It's crab games. So if you just tuned in, we just had our first round. We had our first $50,000 winner. He won the round. He's going to the final round where he's going to play bomb tag for $750,000, which is more than enough money to, I don't know. I think he should donate to Cardano holders. I mean, those guys are really hurting and they need some ham. If you guys have been by my channel, they're not doing so well right now, but he can do whatever he wants with it. He's also getting the first hand of the Citadel NFT from Neo Tokyo, which is very rare. Floor for that thing is $500,000. Should be a good time. Everybody. Yes, I have to break character a little bit in these stream, guys. I cannot resist making fun of the Cardano holders. That being said, guys, everybody having a good time? See, we got 20,000 people on. Not too bad. Not too bad. That's the appropriate amount of people that should be listening to the most woke empty house crypto fat advice guy with a great body who's also PG, as well as being family friendly. You guys know the title. I'm not going to get into it. But that being said, guys, let's talk about our next two sponsors who gave us the money to do this entire thing. So first sponsor up, guys, we got to give Elliot a big thanks. Why? Because Elliot he donated a lot of money from Superfarm. Guys, if you don't know what Superfarm is, I think everybody in the crypto space does. What Elliot is building there is he's building a lot of crypto video games. He's building one of the coolest NFT platforms that's coming up right now. And so, you know, and one thing I got to state, guys, first and foremost, as you watch this video, we're just a bunch of crypto brands that are putting on together something fun. We're not trying to get anybody to invest here. We're not pushing anybody to invest. It's not financial advice. We're just having a jolly grab ass kind of day. All right, so relax. That being said, the stuff that's going on over there, you should watch. It's very cool. Next sponsor we have Definitive Finance. They're putting together a really cool crypto game right now. It's turn-based. Base you can play. You earn while you're playing it. It's really, really cool, and it's actually one that I've been an advisor for a very long time. Go check it out when you have some time. They're fun games. Again, we're not pushing anybody to invest. Just saying you've got some cool stuff coming up on the frontier here. So, that being said, guys, are you ready for the next round? Are you ready to get the cold churning? Give me one if you're ready to get going. I want to see it. Give me that one in chat. There we go. We got the Rat King here. Of course, we got the Rat King. Fuck yeah, guys. All right, guys, grab your old fashions. We're out to have the next round. I think this one's going to be juicy.
So juicy, Alex. So all the ones.
All the ones.
Who's hyped, dude? I mean, that was the most unbelievable start we could have asked for, really. It was just magic from start to finish.
It came down last minute.
Welcome back into this incredible tournament, the Neo Tokyo Meta Tournament, Bonsai. This, I mean, round two is coming our way. We're going to see the players who's competing in this one as well, because there are so many people. We need to pick. I mean, Alex, we need to pick our preferred player now. And if we call it, I mean, obviously Alex called Redeem apparently a mile.
I called Redeem. Screw Barfany. All right, Barfany, if you're listening to this, you're watching it. Look, you're dead to me. I don't care. It was all about
Barfany.
Redeem is my
Get out of the stream, Barfany.
Yes,
you should have done better.
Redeem is my guy in the finals. Okay, Redeem. If you win, I want some of that sweet hot cash. All right, I bought some Cardano. I'm way down right now. All right.
Oh yeah. Oh man, now if you guys look at the list right now, what's your next player out here? Who you're predicting from the get-go? Who do you think is gonna win it and take it all the way home?
Can we just take a moment to see? We've got like Benji Fishy in here. We've got Calc. We've got Mongrel. We've got some of the biggest Fortnite players there are out there in this lobby. Not to mention other creators as well. I'm gonna have to go British. I'm gonna have to go Benji Fishy, 100%. That's good. That's gonna have to be my call. I mean Mongrel too, but I'm going with Benji. I'm going with Benji on this one.
My heart's with Unaleska because I like Final Fantasy and that's a cool name.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have to go with Mongrel.
It's a solid name. It's a solid player. But again, he's a Fortnite professional. Now, can he handle Crab Game, though, is the real question out here, guys. I saw
we
somebody
do have one citizen playing. We do have one Neo Tokyo citizen. He shouldn't be here. He's not a meatbag. I don't know why he's in these games risking his life. But
risking his life, you know?
He's risking his life. We actually have people that come to everyone's house and beat the shit out of them when they die in this. It's terrible things we're doing here. We're going to jail after this, I swear.
Oh, 100%.
That's why I can hear all the sirens.
Yeah, so that's what the echo,
I can call it. You called Redeem. I can call me getting nicked tonight for something or other. But
yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. I mean, we're in a lot of trouble because of this. This first and only stream, first and last.
First and last, you know, it's a one and done type of show out here, guys. And the stakes are higher than ever. Looks like a lot of our players have made it out of red light, green light, except at the very end. A lot of players just kind of died right there on the finish line.
Who's that guy way in the back?
Slow and steady. I guess I have no idea what his plan is right now. Like he's taking a bathroom break before this game even started.
Beta performance.
Yeah.
Look at now he's dead.
Oh, yeah, deserved, honestly. Look at two players left out on the right side. Can they make it all the way through, or are they going to get punched by their fellow contenders?
Oh,
here it is.
Push him off.
He's right there.
Throw him to the wolves.
Punch him off. Make it happen for the content. Oh,
yes. Okay.
Oh, so we have lost 10 players so far to begin the match out here today. But that's a pretty good solid start right there, if you ask me.
That is a real good start. I mean, obviously, we move straight into a playground 2. The next map of tag here. Some players are tagged. Tagged players at the end of the round are eliminated. So you got to make sure that you are not tagged come the clock running down to the end here. We've got an opportunity here as well. You can kind of throw kind of snowballs at other players. You can try and kind of avoid them as much as possible. But I think in this particular type of game here, we saw high ground was a really strong tactic in the last game. Will it be employed this way as well, Bonsai, in this game? Who knows? It's quite early on still.
I think 100% this game, you want to get on that top right side that we're seeing so far. You want to avoid the low ground every single time you're playing Crab Game, because again, that's where everybody that's desperate is running around.
This person hiding behind the box has the idea.
Yeah, again, you just gotta lay low. Again, kind of keep her head on the ground.
I think she's gonna pull it off the entire game. I think she's still there.
I think so. I mean, it might work out in the end. There's a lot of players that know all the hiding spots. Like, look at that. There's like a little underground bunker. Did you see? I didn't even know that existed until just now. There's like a nice little underground little pocket you can hide inside of. A lot of players, looks like the high ground was
Mongrel
taken
still
over
in the
by
game?
one stick.
I haven't seen him anywhere. I'm starting to get worried.
I haven't seen Mongrel yet. I'm kind of thinking, though, that obviously the red glow is what you don't want. That means you're tagged, obviously. But maybe the Fortnite boys are all kind of giving themselves, they want to kind of try and eliminate each other because there's that kind of like underlying, underlying lust to be the top Fortnite, the rivalry, to be the top pro left in this game. Oh,
is there actually pro Crab Game players? Because
there is one we've heard of so far. In the fourth round, there's a person that has over 800 hours logged on Crab Game today.
That's an interesting first date. What do you do?
Oh, I'm a Crab Game. I play Crab Games. I've seen a lot of shit.
The first thing and the last thing I want to hear on my first date is something about crabs. I just kind of.
The girl's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I trade NFTs and play Crab Games. I'm a big deal.
Oh man.
And again, though, that big deal walks with them. That Crab Game player walks with $1 million. Though I don't know. I might take that.
Not only have I lost all my money in crypto today, but I'm not making. I lost. I'm broke, but I still love crab. I need to play something.
That's great. Oh man! Speaking of crabs, Crabland, Crab Fight. This is a watch out for the falling crabs. This game is full of crabs. That's exactly what we're going to try and do. Avoid them as much as possible. 2 minutes 30 on the clock. How many players will make it through to the end? I haven't seen Mongrel. I mean,
I think he died.
Oh, he did. Okay. So we got Benji potentially in this. The giant crab. You
gotta avoid the crab's claws, get a lot of snowballs, and just going it down. It's a lot of teamwork on this one, but are they gonna work together is the real question. It looks like Tan is the magical crab in the middle here. They're kind of
the goal just to kill the crabs, so they're all working together?
I guess so. I also try and knock off, your enemy players if you can off the side of the edge.
Yeah, there's not too many games you have to work as a team, but this is one of. Oh,
I think we got. Oh, nope, we got a few
lot
dead.
of players getting knocked off right here. It's one of the newer games in Crab Game, so a lot of the people that haven't played this in a while do not know what's going on at all.
We only lost one.
Only one player was knocked off. Very
Whoever
unlucky,
died
though.
there. What a
Imagine
loser.
Being them. Imagine being that only person to die in the third
What a
round of Crab
loser.
Game.
What a dweeb.
what a douche! I can't believe that. What a come on, man.
Yeah. Instant dislike.
Way to
You
embarrass
follow him
yourself
on Twitter.
on the internet.
Stop
Come
it.
on. Right, King of the Hill. We all know what it's all about. Getting the yellow bubble, as many points as possible, getting to the top of that mountain, and keeping the rest of the opponents off your bubble, off your territory, so you can get as many, as big a score as possible. You can see the chart on the wall there. Already, it depends on round one as well. We saw so many more players in round one. Already, we've lost so many. We're down to our kind of like second half of the pack. That's 1 minute 40 on the clock here. We can see a few crouching.
What's this guy doing right outside the circle?
Areas.
I think he might barely be inside. That's actually one of the best strategies out there. You kind of be on the outside edge while people fight it out in the middle. But what I don't see a lot of players doing is you want to kind of position yourself to where if you're getting knocked off, you want to get knocked off to where that ladder is, because it's the fastest way to get back up in the game and get more points on the board. Which I think
I'm gonna have to bet on Clyde at this point, guys.
We can see Tatiana Truffle currently top of the leaderboard right now with 107 points, the first player to reach triple digits. But Awesome Nico coming in thick and fast here as well, already staying in the zone and surpassing. Awesome Nico's gone to the top. I can see Lexus coming through as well. We're starting to lose players. I think we've lost 5 players.
Keep
6
Clyde
players
up
here
there
even as well. This is getting mighty tight. I think this is the grand culling. This round. This is really getting rid of a lot of the pack and reducing down numbers, because one of those players in white you can see on the screen right now will walk away with 50,000 big ones. I mean, Bonsai, that is a extraordinary thing to walk away with.
I mean, if you had
a grand final too.
If you had $50,000 today, you had to spend in one day. What are you gonna be buying with that? You know, what's like your most irresponsible purchase on the list? That's the real question out there.
NFTs.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good answer. Good
And
answer.
crabs and a big crab dinner, obviously.
Yeah.
You
Big
should
crab
go buy Neo Tokyo NFT with all that money you just made. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Down to the final 20 seconds. This is when all the alliances are broken. You know, a lot of people try to work together to hold the hill together. But right now, you want to get everybody out and keep yourself in for as long as possible. The final 10 seconds. I love how Lexus seems to be kind of like the Crusader at the top of the mountain, knocking everybody off.
Yeah, Tatiana as well.
Clyde,
The green hat, we can see just
Clyde's up there. Clyde's safe.
you can see that. There's 3 players
there
remaining.
it is.
But that's it. 14 players left. So we
Wait,
lost
did we
5
lose
players.
Clyde? Did we
in that
lose?
last game.
Oh my, Clyde.
Clydo.
I'm not seeing any
I
pro
hate
Fortnite
this
players
game.
there. They're all gone.
I think Fortnite, you know, they're going to go
Writing
back to
developer.
90s and
This
creative.
Yeah, that's
This
exactly
is not
right.
their game mode out here. I'm going over to Lava Climb, one of our racing maps, one of the first racing maps we've seen so far on this bracket. Now, this one is very simple. Get past all the obstacles in front of everybody else. Only 10 people can make it through, so you have to beat everybody else on there. There's some strategies. You know, do you want to go the right side, left side, or middle? You got to watch out for the following obstacles, and of course, the lava that will eliminate you before anything else. Now, I don't know who this is right here. Axel kind of doing a little bit of an interesting play, flying up to the top of the sky here. Now, there is a couple shortcuts on the map, but they are very risky. Now, can they make it across, or they get into each other's way is the real question. We got a couple people already filtering into the winning slots. Four spots have been secured. 6, 7, 8. Only one more spot after this. Looks like it's going to be over within a minute. 10 players alive. William Iron kind of leading the charge out here. Now,
it goes to show as well, hey Bonsai, because you were saying as well that it takes you a bit longer to do it than usual. These players are going for it. To get there that limited amount of time is simply unbelievable. I mean, you can tell a lot of work's gone into this because of there being so much on the line.
All right, it's going to be Bernie Mel.
I can guarantee
Bernie
right
Mel.
now on YouTube, all the crap game speedrunning tutorials have just jumped up another 10,000 views this past weekend. I know whenever I had practice for crap game, I'm trying to find the best strategies to beat the people that actually made the strategies, obviously. So it gets tougher and tougher out here.
I like to think the guy that made this game is sat at home right now watching this stream with a large glass of wine, just going, "We made it, guys.
We made it.
We made it.
We made it. Fortnite? Nope. Crab games? Yeah.
Crap game. Changing the bio.
That's the
in my
biggest
Twitter
tournament
title.
so far this year. Crab games.
Yeah, mate, I think you could be onto something there. That is exactly right. The crab game, the biggest tournament of the year thus far.
I mean, FaZe is like $1 million tournament coming up, but I think we're $1,050,000 at this point. So technically, we're still the best.
Still the best.
So,
FaZe, come on.
I'm gonna have to.
It's not crab game, is it? Come on. Neo
I mean,
Tokyo all the way.
And you did it first. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it goes out there. The biggest
I
crap
thought
game
we
tournament.
banned Stepping Stones.
Oh, Stepping Stones looks like it's back on the menu.
We're gonna
though.
have to go into the admin. This is risky because we could lose everybody.
We could lose everybody, but I have a good feeling right now. I've got a good feeling about Truffles. I don't know what it is. They're kind of playing a little bit more of an aggressive game here, and I think it's going to work out nicely.
Look at this guy moving around right. Oh my gosh.
That is so dangerous. That is so dangerous.
Risky business.
Showing off.
You want to find a nice piece of real estate and just kind of hold on to it for as long as you possibly can. Now, Truffle's doing a pretty good job not looking around, though. You got to be aware of your surroundings because other players can knock you off of your platform. Looks like we have about 5 players remaining. Here comes the last 5 seconds.
That was
here.
Goodness.
Looks like we
See,
have
I really
4
didn't
now.
think
Somebody
the meatbags playing this game were intelligent enough to survive these stepping stone games. So we banned them, but they keep sneaking in, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm gonna have to change my mind
cat
here.
in pajamas. Do you know what this is actually Bomb Tag's a great one to get your head around as well, guys, because this is going to be our finale game for the grand final coming up later on with those 4 players who win their rounds, get the $50,000, will compete for the grand prize, which is absolutely insane. It's all about
that spot right there, by the way, Adam. Did you see that spot right there? There are guys hiding on the edge of a ladder on the side of the map. Nobody even saw him as he just kind of like hanging out there for as long as he possibly can. That might be the strategy. Do you take the high ground or do you kind of go somewhere so weird that nobody would check that?
Yeah, you've got to be really tactical here. You're right. It's all about whether or not you're willing to play more aggressive. Like I've seen some kind of tactics, sometimes holding on to the bomb for as long as possible until the last few seconds, then trying to chase someone down, or to just get rid of it.
Yep.
Oh wow, we have one. One's gone.
Looks like Tadia going to be going for the high ground, trying to chase down the other players, but they have so much room to move around on this map. It's a very large map for such a small amount of players left here in the finals. Now, are they going to be able to avoid the bomb, or is the bomb going to be able to sneak up on them? Are people going to betray each other? I would betray everybody I can at this point. Oh, here it comes.
Here she comes.
Here she comes. The 1v1 showdown here on the low ground. Going up the ladder just in time.
These are pro crab players.
They really are. You can see a lot of practice going into this.
Yeah, they are legitimate crabs, these lot. I mean, they really are.
Country's ass here.
Look at this. Only 3 more seconds till it blows up, and it's going to be going down right there, and that's it. 3 players have survived the round going over to the finals, looks like. Either this one or the next round. That's going to be absolutely insane.
I think we lost Tatia, if I'm not mistaken, who's been one of our front runners the entire time. So 3 players remain. We go into the saloon for hide and seek.
Now, this one's going to be very high in the RNG because if you spawn with the knife, you are at a very large advantage because all you have to do is hold on to the knife to the last possible second and kill 1 person. And I think he knows exactly what he's doing right here as he's kind of standing there, taking his time, making them nervous as to what he's thinking of.
Right, we got Bernie, Nick, or Lexus. Who's going for who? I'm going for Lexus.
I think Lexus is definitely going to be able to get at least 1 elimination. They have 30 seconds to kill 1 player, which I think they can absolutely do. I don't know, just yet they can't find them. They're doing a really good job avoiding.
Alex, are you saying you're going for the blue one? Did he just say that? I thought I was like, who's going to go for? You were like, blue.
Oh, God, yes.
I thought
oh, no,
I thought you were trolling me. I'm like, who are you going for? Like, the blue one. Like, brilliant.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. The last possible second. The last possible second he was able to pull up an elimination. I thought they lost. I thought it was over.
Wow. Okay.
Now, this is going to be tough right here.
Death from above here, Bonsai. It's all about, this is exactly the same final we had in the last round as well with Redeem and Dur going head to head. We now have Lexus here, we can see on screen right now, who has had a strong,
it's going to be Lexus
crab game thus far, but Nick as well.
I think it's going to be Nick. I got a good feeling right now about Nick. Their movement is solid. They've got, a nice little outfit, and there it is.
That's it.
Oh,
I don't know what just happened.
Did he just murder him?
Nick, walking away. That's my guy. Let's go. Taking
home
the $50,000 prize and taking over round number 2. Congratulations, Nick. He wins more money than on the screen right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
ZBS.Nick
there with one of the fastest victories I've ever seen.
I didn't call a single one right that round.
I have no idea what happened. I think you must have mistimed it or something. I have no idea.
I didn't even see the platform drop down, at least on our end right there. Might be a little bit of a visual bug out there. But again, looks like I called it right there in the last second. I just said about Nick's movement was just a little bit better than everybody else's. And it got them the dub right there in the last possible second.
Yeah, it's great to see some highlights as well, guys. For you watching at home, you may have just joined us. It is kicking off in here tonight with Neo Tokyo in this meta tournament. We're seeing some crab games. This is our second crab game of 4 rounds before we start to get you into the grand final later on. You can see here we have a royal variety of mini games as well. And for me, I think it's fair to say a lot of the players here clearly have put in a lot of work. I think there's a lot of influencers who've seen that are part of this as well.
Absolutely.
Who haven't been doing particularly well, but I think it's because we have so many, and this is in quotes here, quotation marks, but pro players in the crab game scene I didn't know existed.
You know, it's just a brand new game out
Nick
there.
went
Again,
for
you
the
never
kill
know
right
who's
there.
gonna be a professional player, because you could be the best Fortnite player in the world, right? But that, you know, building has nothing to do with this game. You know, it all comes down to strategies, time, and a whole lot of luck. You know, you might have used up all your luck in the last year. This game is brand new, and you see so many amazing players pull off things we didn't even know was possible. A lot of betrayals too. That's my favorite part about it. You see a lot of alliances get formed early on, but once you get into the final 10 seconds of the game, all bets are off. You know, all friendships are gone. There's $50,000 on the line. I will betray every single friend I have for $50,000. Don't quote me on that, by the way. But,
friend
wow,
and
I'm gonna
family
go.
member.
I'm gonna hang
Anyone.
out with Bonsai after this. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
And crab game,
Cool.
just a crab game, by the way. Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get a
Very little
drink.
friend in real life.
Alex,
Absolutely,
it's a dangerous game. You and him go for an old fashioned. Watch
Yeah.
your drink at all times.
Nick,
Keep it with you at all
stay
times.
the
Watch
hell
break.
away from Bonsai after this. After you get that 50K, you see Bonsai tapping on your window middle of the night. You better.
Yeah,
You gotta get the fuck out
you
of
got to
there, man.
pay up. You know, I'm here by.
Yeah. There's someone in your bushes with a pair of binoculars. It's Bonsai, 100%.
Brand, you know?
We got a
Love
weird
it.
game coming up here next, though,
we-
guys.
We do. We have an influencer game. So next up, we're actually taking we're having another little kind of special thing for you guys here. We have an influencer game coming your way. A bit of glass bridge action. You don't want to miss that. Our influencers going head to head. Again, 50,000 big ones on the line. Loads more coming your way from the Neo Tokyo Meta Tournament. Don't go anywhere. Don't miss it. We'll see you.
All right, guys. It's time for another hot one. Time for another steamy one. Steamy like Clyde and Berthelli last game. I don't know if you guys are watching, but I picked you. I chose you. You were my special ones. You were my special VIPs. And you took a cosmic dump on my chest. So I just want you to know, Clyde and Berthany, we're not friends anymore. No invitation to the birthday party. Don't call me. Don't text me. That's it. Done with you. Don't talk to losers. That being said, guys, we got another special game coming up. This one's a little bit evil. So look, everybody loves famous internet people, famous influencers. They're our favorite. They're mine too. I mean, if I wasn't the biggest influence in the world on YouTube and in crypto and the most famous person in all of imaginary making money online kind of stuff, you know, I'd be kind of jealous of them. But what we're going to do with all these people now is we're going to have them play Glass Game. Okay, and here's how it's going to work. I'm sure you've seen Squid Games. If you haven't, congratulations on being a morally good person. You have to be a sick, twisted fuck to watch it. I'd never watch it, but I mean, I'm sure you have. Anyways, what they're going to be doing, they're going to be playing the Glass Game. And the way it's going to work this time is making sure my mic's on. I've missed it up like 10 times a day, and like the staff is yelling at me. Back in character. Look, how it's going to work is they're going to play Glass Game, but if nobody gets to the end, if we don't have a winner, then absolutely no one gets paid. But if someone makes it to the win, then we do have a winner. It makes it to the end and we do have a winner. We just keep playing until we do have a winner. And then that winner gets 50K. But if everybody dies, everybody screws it up, everybody is too loosey-goosey, nope, not getting paid. So while we're speaking about getting paid, you're probably wondering where all this money is coming from. It's coming from our sponsors. So our first sponsor, of course, G Fuel, I think everybody knows. It's the #1 drink of gaming. You see literally every single person on Twitch drinking it. There's a reason. It tastes really good. Gives you a good high. Gets you focused. It's G Fuel. Everybody knows what G Fuel is. Thank you, G Fuel. And also, JRNY Club. I don't know if you're in the NFTs, guys. We're not pushing anybody to buy NFTs in the stream. This is not a stream where we're like, hey, buy our crypto crap. All right? That being said, my friend Tony at JRNY Club, he has an NFT club where you basically get insider access or previous or early access to a lot of NFTs that are launching. And it gives you the ability to mint things a lot before other people do and get them at a lot cheaper prices. So it's pretty cool. You should check it out. So that being said, guys, give me one in chat if you're ready to get going. You're ready to see all these famous internet people fight each other to their death. Got to give Tony a shout out. Got to give Tony a shout out. I like it, guys. All right. I think we're ready. As long as we don't, I'm going to pick it 100% accurate this time. Let's begin. Let's go.
Oh,
and here we are. This is going to be a lot of fun. Glass jump. You know, you've seen it. If you've watched Squid Games, guys. You know, I'm getting them mixed up now. You watch Squid Games. Very simple game. It's a 50-50 shot on each side. So there's going to be 2 glass panels on either side of the bridge. You have to jump onto the glass panel and hope that it's the one that is actually real. Otherwise, you break through the floor and you're done. You're out. No 50 grand. No chance for that right there. You have to make it all the way across the multiple stages of bridges. You know, there could be 3. There could be 15 of them out there. Is there any strategy you have, Adam? I think you're going to work together. They're going to make some, like, you know, collaborations, or do you think it's going to be an absolute mass free-for-all? Nobody's going to win it here.
I think it's great as well that we're resetting the bridge every time as well, which is fantastic. I think the one thing for me, I think that we're going to see who has got the guts here, because I think if you want to go for it, and I think you're going to have to go for it at some point. You're just going to go all guns blazing and hope for the very best. There'll be some that really fall back to the last second to kind of see exactly which glass panels do allow them to get to the end.
Hey guys, so are we going to
get to that kind of like, at least be considered to get in contention for that $50,000. But for me, I think you just got to be tactical. I think I would make kind of get involved, be at least on the bridge to a degree, kind of a third of the way across, wait and see and kind of be part of it, but kind of let everyone not really notice that you're kind of holding back a little bit. But that's how I'd play. I don't know about you. What would you do?
So there's a couple strategies on this one. And if you're more familiar with Crab Game, there are a couple strategies you can do. So number one, you can kind of play the defense route, where if you go far enough on the bridge, you can just stand there and punch everybody that tries to get, past you, and kind of hold that defense, the goalie route. It's just a very low blow, but it's a smart one.
So a little bit of an update. I think everybody heard me. Yeah, there's no reset. All right, so there's just one round. Look, if they don't make it all to the end, no one wins. No one gets any money. So they have to go. They got to go.
Alex, you're like the voice of God here, man. He's coming in like, I've changed it. This is what's happening.
This is my new habit today. Right?
I'm just sitting here drinking,
make it or you lose it,
and picking on poor people like Clyde. Everyone's gonna have a terrible taste.
This
in their
particular old-fashioned, you were like, I'm gonna change the game up. Yeah, why not? I love it.
Let's make it a little bit more interesting, you know? And,
everyone's gonna leave, and they're gonna be like, Adam's pretty nice, Bonsai's awesome, that Alex guy, piece of shit. All right, here we go.
Here we go. 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. They got to skip across those glasses. Who's gonna go first, though? Who is gonna go first? That's the real question. Who's got?
If they don't go.
Wait.
Oh, whoa. Someone just commit suicide?
The observer. Okay, all right.
That's the
double
observer.
checking.
Okay.
I just thought somebody was really confused on how to play today.
Get a good view. Get a good view. Stop moving the cam.
Oh, this is okay. This is what.
No, just have him watch the glass. Just have him watch the glass.
And here it comes. Now everyone's kind of convinced each other who's gonna go first, right? Who's got the nerves of steel to make that first jump. Now, if they're very good at the game, they actually know there's a strategy where you can skip one glass bridge at a time. So you can go 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and win. But do they know that? Have they learned the game well enough? I kind of want to hold on that strategy as long as you can. But again, that timer is going down. They only have 1 minute and 19 seconds. Looks like our first player has gone out there, secured the first bridge on the right side. Now he's going to go back over. He says, okay, I went first. You guys go next.
Yeah,
I did my duty. Now you do yours. I don't know right here. About to find out in a second. Looks like player number 1 is going to do that goalie route. We're going to do the goalie. See, knocking everybody off.
Oh, no, we've lost the first 2 players gone.
Oh, we made it 2 bridges so far. 2 bridges so far. But again, they only have 50 seconds. They have to make it across the bridge or it's going to be game over. He's just going to knock everybody off. And he's going to fall himself. No way. The insta karma comes into play.
Self-sabotage.
Oh my gosh.
My goodness.
There it is. The first 3 bridges have been shown. Now we have 4. They have 36 seconds to make it all the way across. 1 does fall down. They're making it number 7. Number 8. Oh my gosh.
2 more panels, 2 more panels.
They have to
do one more.
They got to go.
27 seconds on the clock. 27 seconds.
There it is.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh,
our first winner. Our first person has made it all the way across.
No, he wins. Who is that?
That's Sky. Sky's the only one to make it all the way across. And it looks like nobody else is even able to make it all the way over there, even with the glass bridges already revealed to the other players here.
No, that's it.
10
Sky
seconds
wins.
left.
Sky's the winner.
Oh,
Sky wins.
Sky has now won our influencer $50,000 glass bridge invitational out here. Good grief. He had the guts and the nerve to go across the bridge where nobody else did. You know, he was the pioneer of the influencers. I don't know what Sky does on Twitter or Instagram or Twitch or what, but that was deserved. That was deserved. They had the guts to make it all the way across the bridge. They earned the 50K, 100%.
They 100% did.
I could not agree more there. I think we all saw there that the play was to be aggressive. And then I love the fact holding it off at the end. Even though Sky already confirmed the victory, just still palming everyone off. No, this is my winner's plan.
It's about pride. It's about pride, you know?
Get on my face. I love that. Alex, were you thoroughly entertained?
We should just do that for 2 hours
straight. Just one map.
No, we should just do that for 2 hours straight. Yeah, just glass games.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Any time, just ring me. No one rings each other anymore.
That's what we'll do.
Send me some kind of message.
I feel like we almost had to have like a moment of silence for the observer in the beginning that fell off at the beginning. You know, left us confused the entire time. I was like, "What are you doing out there, buddy?" But it worked out in the end, right?
So. Sky walks away with $50,000 as well. I mean, that was Hi Sky. Hi Sky. Okay, Hi Sky. Fortnite player, right?
Yeah, I think one of the youngest Fortnite players in FaZe, I believe.
Adult High Sky. Adult High Sky.
A lot of Skies out there, guys. A lot of Skies.
So many Skies. So many crabs and so many Skies. I think that was, what a fantastic way to win it, though. I think as well, when you play a game so well, Sky absolutely made that their own and just ran with it. We can see some replays here as well. I love this as well. Like the first 2 bridges, it's like, yeah, you've made it. And then self-sabotage fell off the bridge. But Sky here as well, you know, kind of in that kind of second spot, kind of just behind the main leader of the pack, and then supersedes, jumps all the way to the platform and makes it. There you see, I see protecting the podium. I love that.
That's the goalie strat. I love that right there. You know, you're just kind of showing off like, you know, I own this winner's platform. Nobody else needs to be up here because I already won it. You know, you guys can just jump off now, save yourself the embarrassment to know that you went last. You know, I think the very last person made it on the bridge as well on the winner platform, but the game was already over. You're done. You know, you got to have a little bit of speed, have a little bit of courage to make it across the glass bridge and secure those $50,000. That's a good Saturday right there, if you ask me, Adam.
Oh, it totally is, man. I think that's the thing as well. He was like, "This is my house. This is Scott's house." Didn't let anybody through and won that thing. So we've got ourselves, I mean, that was a bonus game for our influencers. So that doesn't count towards the top 4 players going through all the way to the final. We have 2 confirmed thus far from our first 2 rounds that we saw earlier who'll be in that final. But we have 2 more rounds 3 and 4, to find out the next 2 winners who'll be joining them in that last game of Bomb Tag. It is going to be massive. There are hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line. You're not going to miss it. You're not silly. You're smart. We'll see you in a few for loads more Crab Game.
All right, guys. Round 3. How was that? Give me an X if you enjoyed that. Watching all those internet people. I like it. I like it, guys. So, guys, as you can tell, I've taken the hoodie off because we're getting into the serious part of this. This has been a very serious event for serious people who do serious things on their Saturday. Nothing about this is a joke. This is life or death, and I'm taking it extremely seriously. Thus, I've taken off the hoodie because I'm heating up, you know, and I'm like a werewolf, you know, from Twilight. So I run hot. So I have to start venting the energy. I don't know if you can feel it coming off me, but as you can tell, things are getting very woke. They're getting very serious in here. So, guys, I don't think I have to enter this. If you're late here, you're just joining now, you're kind of behind. I don't think we have to explain this. We're playing crab games for $1 million. We've already given away $150,000 so far. We're going into the last 2 rounds. $100,000 more to give away. Then we're gonna have the final round of Bomb Tag, where someone's gonna play for $750,000. That is an inappropriate amount of money for Bomb Tag. So that being said, guys, as always, 1, are you enjoying yourself? Give me 1. I gotta get some feedback, guys. As you can tell, I'm very insecure. Most entertaining thing you've seen all year? Yes, I know. That's nice of you to say. So look, guys. As always, let's talk about our sponsors. First sponsor that has given us money to do this whole entire crazy thing we're doing right now. We're going to be talking about Virtue Poker. Look, guys, again, we're not pushing anybody to invest in anything in the stream. That's not what we're doing here. We're just talking about cool things that are happening in crypto gaming because that's what we do. Virtue Poker, one of the coolest things about blockchain is it allows you to gamble interchangeably with people without any efforts, middleman. It's very cool. That's what Virtue Poker allows you to do. They have giant tournaments. I had one with Mr. Beast playing it a while back, I believe. Pretty sure tons of other famous people in it. Very cool stuff right there. Go check out Virtue Poker if you like poker. Immutable X. Look, again, guys, we are an NFT group. Immutable X allows you to mint and sell NFTs without gas fees, which is, if you've ever used Ethereum, it's like $100 to do anything on it. It doesn't work. Immutable literally fixes that and fixes the entire NFT game by just removing all that. You can buy with your credit card. You can buy straight through it without any gas. That's actually a revolutionary thing in crypto. If you're not into crypto, that's fine. But for us to use Ethereum, and have been suffering the last 2 years, You can tell. That's why I can't take these glasses off. You're just gonna see bloodshot eyes with tears because I've had to use the Ethereum network. That's why I'm so jaded. That's why I used to be a nice guy. But that's what Immutable X does. It's very cool. So that being said, guys, I think it's time for the next round. So let's begin.
This is heating up. Like he said, guys, we are past the halfway point. We've done the influencer game. We've done game number 2. We've done game number 1. Now it's going to get intense. This is when, we have a couple people, especially in game number 4 coming up as well. We have somebody with over 800 hours in Crab Game coming up as well. That's going to be... It's not going to be easy anymore. I saw the training wheels are being taken off right now, Adam. Now, what do you think is going to happen out here? Do you think it's going to get intense? Do you think it's going to be kind of more RNG, racing? What's going on in your mind right now?
I mean, so much is going on. So much is going on. Yeah. The last game, I mean, Sky as well. I mean, fantastic, $50,000. That won the influencer event. That's amazing. But of course, we have Nick and Redeem already waiting in that kind of that final with 2 more players to go as well.
Oh, you got to go with Shiny. You got to go with
Shiny.
Alex, no, blocks of milk. I'm going blocks of milk all day. I don't even know what a block of milk is. I'm not sure I want to know what it is. But
come on, if you're not going for bagel nostril, what's the point in being here?
But then again, DMP3, a fan favorite of a lot of people out here on Twitch. There's a lot of good stuff out there. He's got the greatest laugh, I think, on Twitch. So I'm going for either blocks of milk or DMP3 here.
Everybody throwing who you think's gonna win in chat. Throwing who you think's gonna win.
I see Milan as well here. We know Justine as well, a big influencer in the scene who's coming to play this as well. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go for bagel nostril, just because that's just 2 words that I never thought I'd say together in the same place, and
I don't think you ever should.
I'm loving it.
I don't know if you ever should say those 2 words together,
My bones.
So we'll see. I don't know. I've got my money on 2 people. I know it's kind of cheating, but DMP3 and blocks of milk. They've got the strategies, they got the charisma out there. Now do they have the level head to survive these crap games out there? The ruthlessness to betray your alliances later on in the game. So I'm not too sure just yet.
I love how we're all kind of choosing someone who thinks going to win, but in this format in this game, it literally doesn't any RNG. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter because anything is possible.
It really
Alex,
is.
who's your preferred choice?
It's Shiny. Shiny all day, all night.
Good one.
Shiny.
We do like shiny things out here. We do like shiny objects. So I can get behind that. I can get behind that as well. Hopefully, our people don't go head to head too early on out there. I want to see them make it to the finals. I want to see at least 2 of our predictions make it to the end. So it really gets down to the betting against each other. So
I'm still rooting on Redeem.
Do you think Redeem's going all the way? Okay, that's a big call for the bomb tag.
It's true.
Yeah, Redeem.
I feel it. Redeem. He can move. She can move. Whoever it is behind that keyboard, they got moves.
They got moves. Like snake hips.
Absolutely.
I've been drinking a lot of G Fuel.
A lot of lemonade. It gives you the power you need.
Non-stop 2 days. Prepare for this tournament.
Playing a lot of virtue poker, drinking a lot of G Fuel. I love that.
Yes,
I think
exactly. That's gambling, drinking tons of caffeine. You might not have. Redeem might not survive after this from all the stress and
and the heart's gonna explode over
taking
time.
A break. He's taking a break. He's like,
we're gonna get.
I'm actually going away
because of the things we're doing to humans here.
Yeah,
now we're going over to Lava Climb.
Long holiday.
One of the best racing maps out here to date so far. Lava Climb's a fan favorite. Again, you got to make it all the way to the end game. There's a couple shortcuts you can take. We might see that. We're going to see our observer jump off the map right away, so don't worry about that just yet. But only 27 slots remain for all of our contenders out here, so you got to make it out there kind of fast. Avoid the giant rolling stones, kind of like Indiana Jones style, as well as the turning blades. You got to make sure you get out ahead of everybody because you get blocked by your own players. The physics in this game will knock you back if a player jumps into you, so it's really going to throw you back a lot.
Well, we talked about this earlier on about the tactics and the strategy that our players are employing now. Obviously, we've had 2 different rounds. We can see Justine there on camera right now, player number 7, who's look at that quaint little backpack. But kind of behind the rest of the pack, who are really on the turning hexagons here. We can see the turning tables going a bit wild. We've already got players confirmed in the next round, loads of them. We talked about strategy as well here, Bonsai, and I think now having had 2 rounds already, surely a lot of our players have been watching what's been unfolding.
Blocks made it over to the final right there. I saw them up there in the W section. Now, a cool thing about this map is there's actually lava that will start showing up if people are taking too long, which we're seeing right now. So if you get knocked off these little turning blades, you can fall into the lava and you're dead. Your game is going to be over. They have just a little bit of time. They might be able to survive 1 dip in the lava, but definitely not 2, as our players are going to get knocked off and eliminated right there. As you can see, 1 player remaining. It's the last man standing, and he just barely makes it. No way. Oh my goodness. Talk about a photo finish right there. Literally a second slower and they would have been done. They would have been done right there. Wow.
Spectacular. I cannot believe that. That was literally centimeters.
That's a photo finish. You could not script it any better than that right there.
That was superb.
So where's Shiny, guys? That's the question.
What's that?
Where's Shiny?
Yeah, where is Shiny?
I don't know if Shiny's made it. Now
Max
again,
B have some
Blocks of
secret
Milk
code
made it.
where you walk backwards?
So the strategy with that is you got to walk backwards to make sure nobody else punches you. So in this game mode, when the red light is sounded, if somebody punches you, you will get eliminated. So you're not safe even in this game mode. Now you got to watch out for the guns, but watch out for each other as well. A lot of players out there are being eliminated by themselves. It's gonna get tougher and tougher, and only a minute and a half left on the board to make it across that finishing line. It's gonna be pretty close here, especially because so many players are still in the back line.
I haven't seen Bagel Nostril.
Look at that person all the way back there. What are they doing?
I don't know.
I make it through qualifying.
No, we have a minute 17. Your time. Good time.
A little bit of time out there, Doug. You know, he's just playing his own game out there. You know, a little bit different than everybody else's.
You got to be first.
If you're not first, you're last. You know,
exactly.
same story at the end of the day, right there. Now, Doug, right there in the open.
The back's gonna make it.
I don't know, because sometimes the red light will go up to 20 seconds at a time. Oh, now that was a quick one. That was about 1 second, and it turned around already. So that's going to be a really painful, finish.
They're tempting fate.
4 players. 4 players remain here, trying to get through the next round.
Give me the gun.
Give me the gun. If you're too cowardly, you're out of here.
Just got through there.
Just in time. Just in time. Half a second longer, and he would be out of the running. That was going to be a close one. Now, this is going to be interesting. Such a small map here. This is a game of tag, like we saw earlier. So players will spawn in with the stick, and they have to transfer the stick to somebody else before the end of the game is over. But this map is pretty small. There's not going to be a lot of hiding spaces. I only know of one hiding space on the map that they might be able to get away with without being eliminated too quickly here. 17 players, as you said, on this map is really quite extraordinary because it is so small. You can almost not turn anywhere or go anywhere without interacting or getting into some kind of engagement with someone who's tagged. So exactly,
I think it's going to come down to the clock. I think the clock is going to play a huge part in this one. You can see the top of the screen as well. You have 5 tagged players, 12 non-tagged. So at least 5 players will be eliminated in this game, leaving us with 12 going into the next round. So this is exciting. But we really see here the tags just back and forthing up here on the tower to the upper west corner of the map. Interesting how Irving just kind of sits there looking around while Boostman tries to get involved as well. But Shiny, there's Shiny! Shiny's there!
Shiny's
involved!
Shiny's actually alive. I thought we lost Shiny.
You called it.
Now, did we lose blocks of milk as well, though? I don't see.
If I guess one of the 40, I keep all the money. That's the rule.
Oh, that is. I mean,
that's
you
the
are allowed
rule.
to change the game.
The announcers get the money. I'll split it with you guys.
Oh, now we're talking. Now I'm on board. Now it's on. Yeah. Let's go, Shiny. All right, here we go.
Let's go, Shiny. Come on, Shiny, baby. Let's go.
Shiny's buying me a new car today, y'all. Let me tell you. Here we come. Now, 27 seconds here. This one things get pretty intense because, you know, all the hiding spots are going to be getting betrayed by the enemy players here. Now, Alex trying to run away from at least 3 players with sticks. He needs to get out of there as soon as possible, but can he do it is a real question. Now, another thing you got to watch out for is the fall damage. You can die to fall damage in this game over time. You do, like, kind of adds up a little bit. You only have 100 health here. With 8 seconds on the board, this comes down to a photo finish. Can they get away in time? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And about to be sounded. Here it comes. Now, Shiny, are they still in the game? There's only 12 members
Where's
left.
Shiny?
Where's
Shiny, my boy?
Have been eliminated from the game. Now let's find out.
Did he get eliminated?
I want Shiny to qualify so badly because if they do get through, we'll champion them. Alex just could have one old fashioned that just changes the game completely and puts it in our favor again here, Bonsai. So I'm happy.
I wouldn't have done that. That would have been too much.
All jokes out here, guys. All jokes. That
would have been a Faguzzi.
Okay, we've got. I think we've got Roxy here on top of the ground. Max B as well. Okay, so the king right now. Mats is looking really good, actually. Matsusushi, I think the name is.
Pretty solid.
And really solid. Blocks of Milk's there, too.
Blocks of Milk is still there. Let's go. Now, a really cool element of this map is the lava. So there is going to be lava that rises up over time. So you want to find yourself in a nice high ground position. Otherwise, you're going to be taking a lot of damage. So a really good strategy out here is knocking other players into the lava, like you're seeing right here, and eliminating them before the game is even over.
Cardi's mean.
We're down to 11 players. Now we've
lost I like that Cardi player.
Did a lot so far. Track's doing a pretty good job holding on to it. Now, as this lead person up on top of the high ground, I think they've held that crown almost the entire game so far. Oh no, but Blocks of Milk is really starting to struggle out here.
Need some points. Need some points desperately. No, not one single point on the scoreboard for Blocks of Milk so far.
That is not looking good. Blocks of Milk, please don't expire on me now. You got to make it all the way to the end, please. If anything, right now, you got to survive. We have a lot on the line here. Lots of bragging rights on here on the casting deck. Now, a lot of crowns are getting eliminated. They're falling inside the lava. Wow. Here comes Blocks of Milk going for the aggressive play. He's not able to secure it. Only 30 seconds left. They need to make a change. They need to make a play out here, or it's going to be all over. Their chances of winning $50,000, not to mention the final grand prize, will be destroyed right here with the crown on their heads. Doug doing a great job being chased by at least 4 or 5 different players that desperately need to get his crown, but he's not going to give it away anytime soon with 8 seconds left on the board. It's looking good for Doug, if you ask me right now. It's looking very good for him, especially Leo. Leo's still up there on the high ground. Josh just jumps up. Josh is like, you know what? I'm done. I'll see myself out here. I'll see myself out.
Do we at least have Block of Milk still in the game?
I'm not sure. It didn't look good for him.
So.
It didn't look good for him.
Was it Robbie there at the end there? Just literally camped by that ladder for the last 30 seconds, unscathed with a crown. Actually, yeah, just smashing those points. Love to see it. Great tactic, great strategy. We see Death from Above a few times today as well, Bonsai. But Death from Above playing a big part in 2 of our finals, and now here we are, been around with 6 players remaining here. George, we're focusing on right now, who's being he managed to kind of evade the first one. Doug as well, we saw with some great strategy. Oxdoug, should I say? Great strategy in the last game as well. Background for a long period of time, but we've lost 1 player already. We're down to our last 5.
Now, that was a betrayal by Leaf. Leaf actually knocked him into the blocks the last possible second, eliminating him from the game right there. The betrayal is real today.
So much betrayal. So much backstabbing.
You got to be careful with the single blocks.
Canoodling.
A lot of canoodling going on right now. There's only a minute left. George has to cross such a large place right here, but George is taken out
George.
again. We're seeing some blood being spilled out here on the crab games, ladies and gentlemen. The round is over with only 4 players left alive. We are going to be going into the final rounds here for 50 grand and a chance at that grand prize. And we're back over to hide and seek. One of the biggest RNG games out here. Again, if you're newer to crab game, guys, people spawn with the knife. All they have to do is kill 1 player, and they make it on to the next round. So if you spawn with the knife, we're in good shape.
Abby got lucky.
Abby and Doug have their hands on it. So a 2v2 situation out here. Amazing. Looking pretty good. They're going for the high ground now. It looks like our knife players, they do have 5 seconds where they can't move. Doug is kind of waiting for them to jump down on top of them, maybe, you know, get the fall damage as well as the knife shot. He sees them a ladder. 1 knife goes out there so far, looking pretty good. Only 25 seconds left though. Now, a big strategy is waiting on the last possible second because, again, if you tag somebody, you lose your knife, and the other knife player can kill you as well. So you got to be very, very careful and calculative on how you play this right here.
Yeah, we've got 2 players going through. We've got 2 players going through right now. But Doug is.
My goodness! Sudden death.
I don't know if you just watched what happened. Doug actually killed the other player that used to have the knife. So it's kind of like a little daily dose of karma right there, as the knife player thinks they're safe, but was unable to get away from their old accomplice. So
Doug,
it looks like that's going to be
scallywag, Doug. You scallywag.
A tough one right there.
Is Doug still in the game?
Yeah, Leaf versus Doug. This is our final.
Everybody's cheering for Doug. I'm cheering for Leaf.
Okay, now Doug has the bomb right now, and Doug is trying to fend him off using snowballs, trying to get him as far away as possible. 26 seconds on the clock here.
At this.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Doug is going through.
Now, Leaf is actually messing up right now because Leaf does not have the bomb in his hands right now. So if he slaps the other player, he's not going to transfer the bomb. He only has 10 seconds to transfer it over to him. Looks like he's getting stuck.
He's done it.
Leaf has 5 seconds left. He has 5 seconds. Leaf has to pass it up. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's over. Looks like Doug was able to pass up the last possible second and was able to secure the dub. Doug, what a great job.
Clutching up there.
Wow.
Clutching up there with literally seconds to play. He gets thrown the bomb, throws it straight back, jumps into the far corner, can't get caught up by Leaf, and Doug gets $50,000, baby.
That's insane. I mean, think
Doug,
about
I didn't want to give Doug that money. We don't like Doug here, but we have to. We're men of our words.
We got to give Doug that 50K because, Doug, you put on a show for everybody out there. If you saw the round before that, he was the person to get the final kill in that round. RNG was on his side, and it goes over to Bomb Tag. A beautiful escape there in the last possible second. You know, all the other player, I already forgot the other player's name. Well, they were focusing on Leaf. Leaf was using the snowballs.
Leaf is old news.
Doug was focused on getting away. Leaf has been blown away right now, guys, you know, through the wind, guys. But Doug is here to stay. Going to the finals. We only have one more game to go after this one, Adam. Any final thoughts right here?
So yeah, I mean, Doug, I gotta say a lot of respect to Doug there as well, because not only that final play was superb and bomb tag, but also in the game before as well, going after the other knife wielder in that saloon matchup as well, and getting the jump elimination too. Back to back, great plays from Doug. I'm looking mighty pretty for that final coming your way later on.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you have one more round
pretty
left.
good at bomb. I mean, that was
fourth play.
that's the skill that's going to matter here.
He's the best.
Alex is spot on. That is our last game. For that massive whopper, was it
Best
six
bomber in the
figure
South.
sum of prize going to walk away with someone later on. Doug is looking in the driving seat right now with those great plays with the bomb. We're going to see what happens. We have another round 4 coming your way. More influencers, more qualifiers, all competing for $50,000 here on the Neo Tokyo Meta Tournament. You don't want to miss it. Don't be silly. Come back in a few minutes' time. We'll see you.
The heartbreak there, guys. I have to start off this segment by talking about one thing I don't like. That's Doug. All right. Doug, you're like Tom Brady. All right. I saw your moves. You're quick. I respect your skill. You're good at slapping the bomb. You're good at chasing another man around and slapping him on the ass. You're exceptional at it. That being said, Doug, you do win the 50K, but I don't have to like giving it to you. And I'm going to tell you straight up, Doug, in the last round, down only. That being said, guys, we're going into the final round. It's getting serious. I might have to take off more articles of clothing because I'm getting more overheated. I know that's the only reason why you're on the stream, to see this amazing bot I've been talking about on YouTube. But we're going into the 4th round. This is it. We're going to get the 4th person for the final round of Bomb Tag, where a person is going to play. We're going to play Bomb Tag for over $700,000 in prizes. It's going to be weird. And I have to take a second to look around and look at what we're doing right here. We got about 30,000 people on, enjoying us with this Saturday as we have $1 million crab game tournament. Seriously, what the hell are we doing with our lives? This is not how adults should be acting. But anyways, guys, speaking of all this prize money, got to talk about one of our final sponsors. We have 2 more. Don't worry, Sin City. Don't worry, Mega Weapon. You guys are coming. Got to talk about My Pet Hooligan. Really cool NFT collection / game that's coming up. They actually had one of the most explosive floors. And again, guys, I must stress for everybody viewing this, we're not giving financial advice. We're not telling anyone to buy stuff. Just saying, check what My Pet Hooligan's got going on. It's one of the most cool metaverses that's being built inside of crypto and metaverses right now. Got this crazy motion captures thing, some of the best graphics. And they're just doing a lot of neat stuff, and they're working really hard at it. And I really like that company. So check it out. Again, we're not telling anybody to buy anything, especially with the market going, pfft. All right, I'm not suggesting that. Just saying, check it out. We're having a good time here. So that being said, guys, final round. I don't think there's anything else more to say. Let's go.
Like he said, final round here, Adam. Final round, dude. This is going to be nuts.
Yeah, Alex is talking about kind of declothing because it's getting kind of hot and sweaty, dude. I rolled up my pajama trousers long ago. I just had to get some air in here because it's
the first time I'm on it. Immediately, instantly.
I mean, that's the thing, is we're all getting so hyped here and so excited because as Alex said as well, it's Bonsai. It's not very often you do an event where there's so much money up for grabs. Not to mention, we're playing crab game to give it away. It's just insane.
It's of all things. Listen, if you asked me this 5 years ago, I would have told you you were crazy because you probably were at the time, but you're just crazy enough to make it work, obviously, because we're here. It's Saturday. We got 27,000 people watching us go and compete for $50,000 per game, $1 million in the end. We're about to jump into game number 4, and this one's going to be interesting because we have some very, very professional crab game players jumping into this one right here.
Yeah, I'm excited to see exactly who is up here. We've already got our first 3 confirmed. Redeem, Nick, and Doug are in the final right now. But who is going to go through here? I mean, who do I like the look of on this? But there's Banana, there's actually Crab Gamer 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to find out exactly. Oh, number 17. This is the guy. Shinya the Ninja, the 800 hours plus Crab Game aficionado, who apparently
yesterday when he won. That guy lost. I was watching a stream or someone recorded. The guy was throwing chairs and stuff when he won yesterday.
Oh wow!
I'm for Shinya.
And that wasn't even for money. Imagine what happens if he does somehow pull this up and wins $50,000.
I want to go watch his stream right now.
Yeah, Shinya's the guy who thinks he is the GOAT when it comes to crab games. So we'll see what happens here. You can see here from 29 through down to 39 as well. Our influencers in this game as well. We've got Verox, we obviously know. Metro, Reverse 2K as well. Big Fortnite players. We've got Anas there as well. There's some real big players here who are competing in this. And I think, Bonsai, it's fair to say our influencers haven't had the best day thus far.
So far, not the best.
It's not been great.
It's going to be changing up, though.
I got hell to get here. They went through blood, earth, and fire to get here. The influencers, I gotta say, look, I like our influencers. Thank you so much for coming out, but you're fighting against these savages that have been clawing from the depths of hell to be here. They want it, you know?
They really do. They really do.
Exactly. I mean, I think a shout out for Sky as well, Bonsai, who is an influencer, of course, but then they were all influencers in that particular
right.
game. So that's fine. But what do you think is going to happen in this 4th game, Bonsai? It's all to play for now.
I think this is the real pressure because this is one round away from finals, which has been for everybody else. But now it's just the time-wise, it's so close. And there's some players. I mean, our influencers have had a tough time out there, but I have not seen Reverse 2K be bad at a video game before, so I'm not counting him out just yet. Reverse 2K might have a little trick up his sleeve. You know, no throwing chairs needed out there. The man's professional. Either we're gonna see hopefully maybe even a race map or something. But the first one is going to be Hat King, one of the fan favorites out here. Get that crown, put it on your head, and run as fast as you possibly can because we're going to be jumping on into it in just here in a second. 40 players on the dot here. It's going to be close.
It really is. And obviously, you know, crowns are a big thing in Fortnite. You want to get the Victory Royale, get that crown every single time. Maybe our Fortnite players will have a great game because that is the name of the game. It's all about getting that hat on your head, scoring those points. Already we can see here that a lot of players are starting to make their way to the top of the towers here as well. We can see snowballs coming out. The king, they're right there at the top. Who's got the hat right now? We're trying to see. It's all happening way too fast, but
it's a little too fast to keep up with.
Yeah,
right
the first
now.
game's always nuts. Just hang on.
So many hats changing hands out there. Yeah, our observer's trying to kill themselves right now on the play. You know, it's one of the things you never really hear from an esports collection, but that's what we gotta do out here on Crab Game. And 1 minute left on the clock. That's the really important part. The last final minute is when everything goes down. We got Jin somehow was able to stand in front of 5 people and nobody took his crown at all. I don't know how that's possible at all.
How is that a thing?
We'll see.
They completely didn't see him right in front of their faces. They didn't see it at all, and there you go. But we can see here as well that Skeptic's going all the way to the top, kind of like jumping back and forth. Those kind of mid-round platforms, but I guess at the top as well, you've got great move. You've got tons of snowballs at the top as well that can really kind of help, you know, kind of getting rid of opponents trying to grab that crown from you, so they can start stealing those points away. So
100%.
It's a good play.
And again, when I'm seeing like a lot of players are not going to the high ground. I'm seeing one player that's been on the high ground. I'm not going to call them out just yet, but somebody's been hiding in a corner this entire time, just collecting points, and it's going to work for them 100% of the way. And we only have 15 seconds left on the clock. This is going to be where we lose a lot of our players. We only have 36 to begin with. How many we're going to end up with at the very end here? That's the real question as we're going to the final 5 seconds. This one, everybody starts to panic. I love how Shinya is just down the bottom, jumping around everybody, not even worried about it. Not even worried about it. 24 players left alive. I don't even think he broke a sweat. I'm not even sure he broke a sweat right there.
We just need to watch Shinya the entire time. Just put the camera on Shinya.
Yeah, observers if you can. Just Shinya the Ninja the whole time. I want to see that too. That'd be great. That would be really good.
We might learn some strategies on how to win our own crab games, because you never know what's going to happen out here. There's a lot of tournaments, a lot of stuff is happening in the crypto world. Who knows?
800 hours, though, guys. 800 hours in the game. That's a big
golden seed.
There he is, the gold.
Oh,
the golden nugget
blown up. I like the strategy right there on the edge. You know, that way it eliminates, you know, the amount of people that can stand next to you. Like how Shinya's kind of keeping a distance from everybody else. Says, stay away from me. I'll stay away from you. I just want to cross this finish line. I'll kill you later. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of pressure on yourself. If you're kind of, you know, if you're clearly kind of showboating that you're 800 hours in the game, you're like, oh, reverse 2K's there too.
Reverse 2K. I'm telling you, reverse 2K is just one of those people that can pick up a video game.
How's our boy?
And knows how to play it. Oh, here it comes. Odysseus. Renrob, a lot of players out here looking pretty good right there on the edge of that fence. Shinya's not there just yet. Right there at the finish line. Again, you don't want to get too cocky in crab game because you can be the best player in the world, but you will end up dying somehow, some way.
Oh, goes through.
Our first player to cross the finish line. Shinya doing a great job. Now, can the rest of our players make it? Or are we about to see some more eliminations on the board? Reverse 2K has made it across the finish line. He needs to go forward right now. He's past the finish line. If somebody punched him right there, he would have been eliminated from the game.
Mitra as well. Another one of our Fortnite players going through the. This is actually interesting. A lot of our. I mean, this is probably the most stacked lobby we've had thus far.
It really is. But so many people are playing this very nicely right now. I didn't see anybody getting punched. Nobody got pushed back over the finish line. It's a very solid strategy, but it does put you at risk of getting pushed over the line yourself. So you got to be very, very careful. A couple players on the right side. I think we're just about done with this one. And there's our final player. 21 crab game meat bags have survived to the next round. This is what it's going to get interesting. Are we going to see a race map possibly here? But a bomb tag.
Wow.
What?
Okay.
So
21 player bomb tag?
So early on. Again, only one bomb on the play out here, chat. One bomb on the play here. One player has the bomb. It's going to explode at least a few times. So we're going to see at least 5 players, I'm thinking, getting eliminated from the match here today.
Interesting. So Nikov has it first and foremost. Shinya the Ninja is already going straight to the top of the map here, trying to get it as far away as possible to the side of the map. Kind of not really moving too much, Shinya, as well. I think that's good tactic, and it's not being too busy, kind of like finding a spot and kind of waiting things out. Maybe that is the best way to play this. You know, the reason they call it Shinya the Ninja, ninjas, they're crafty, very crafty, slow, stealthy, smooth.
Now imagine how much harder this game would be if they just introduced a second bomb on play. That would be a lot tougher right now, because I like Shinya's strategy right now is keep yourself on the opposite side of the map at all times. And that's a very good strategy right there, you know? A little bit less risk, but I think, you know, Shinya's almost made such a name for himself out here that he's going to be targeted. I have a very strong feeling that people are going to try to eliminate the best players first, because you don't want to deal with them later on. Yeah, especially if you have a bomb in your hands. That's
a great point, actually. I think that is the whole concept around crab game to a degree. You work as a team when you need to, but when it's you or them, when push comes to shove, you're always going to shove. You're going to shove hard.
Real hard. Here it is, only 1 minute left. 18 players are remaining right now. I'm thinking we're going to see at least 2 to 3 more bomb explosions on the map. Now, a big thing is I would love to see Shinya actually get the bomb spawned in his hands, and that would be hilarious. Or Skeptic. I don't see Reverse 2K out here
Shinya
just yet.
Anywhere near that bomb.
Still there.
All right.
Seen a lot of players. He's still.
Look at him go. He's ready to pounce.
I'm starting to get.
There's an elimination. Here it comes. I love when they group up. You want to stay away from the group because you never know who's going to spawn with the bomb in their hand.
Alex, do you want to see Shinya go all the way, or are you kind of hoping that someone else goes the way?
I don't know. It's a tie between him and Redeem. We'll have to see if he goes all the way here and I pick him 1 out of 40. I have to bet him in the final round.
I'm calling this right now. What if we see a Shinya versus Doug final?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, boys.
Now this is gonna be interesting though. 15 players left. We're gonna see. It might be a possible RNG game here. Okay, now this is gonna be where he shines right here. Because again, this is stick tag. Very simple. You don't want to be holding the stick at the end. That's it. That's all you need to know. For 2 minutes, you gotta avoid holding that stick and avoiding the lava that comes up from underneath you. Reverse 2K is still in it right now, doing a great job so far out here on the match. Skeptic kind of holding the outside edge, trying to find a nice little high ground spot. He does get a stick placed in his hands. He needs to get out of there as soon as possible and find a good place to hold up into. Now Shinya is kind of interesting. He never really stays in one spot. Now last time we were on this map, we kind of saw players hiding on the high ground and staying there the entire time. We're not seeing that at all right here. We're not seeing that one bit as we're jumping the crab game so far.
Yeah, we're not. I mean, I think that's the interesting thing as well about Shinya is we say that he may not have been that, he's remained quite unscathed over the course of this entire competition, but maybe that's exactly the play that he's making. Rather than getting lucky, it's actually all very calculated. And that's quite interesting. And that's why you got to watch these players who play this religiously, like 800 hours plus, whatever it might be, is because they know exactly where the best places are to stand at all times. The question is, will someone get lucky? Will someone be able to knock Shinya the Ninja off their winning perch at some point at the course of the next couple of rounds?
Shinya went to MIT. He's a Mensa.
He's a Mensa.
Here comes Mitro. Mitro hits him with a stick and knocks him off in the map.
Grade.
Yeah, you know Shinya right now is wearing a suit and a Mensa.
Oh no. This is when we're going to see Shinya has a stick in his hands right now. A little bit of lava was taken. He's taking some damage so far. He needs to get out of there. He does pass it off in time. Reverse 2K, last time we saw him, also had a stick in his hands. They got to play this very safe because it comes in the last 20 seconds here, Chad. The last 20 seconds are the only seconds that actually matter. Because if you get a stick placed in your hands at the last possible second, it's game over. It doesn't matter if you got away the entire time. It comes down to these final seconds of the day. Shinya is up on the high ground trying to punch people off. The lava is here. They can't run away as easily. There's a stick right there in the ladder, but he gets away at the last possible second. Shinya knocks off a player and killing him in the lava. There it is. Wow. I'm telling you, you never know how it's going to go. But here it is, guys. This is the most dangerous game. Hide and seek. People are going to spawn with those knives. Is Shinya going to get stabbed this round? Is Reverse 2K still in here, or is he unable to pass off the stick in time? Skeptic is still inside of there. Renrub is still out there with the pink scarf. I love the outfit. You gotta appreciate something that matches the entire way. I think we just saw a player get knocked off the map, by the way. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think we might have just seen a player fall off the side of the earth.
Oh, Shinya's there trying to have a one-on-one with
now,
Renrub.
If we can, I don't know if
Renrub off the perch.
If the observer can we keep? Let's keep it right here on the knife because this is all that matters. This is the only player you have to watch out for, and he has to eliminate somebody in the next 10 seconds, or he is taken out of the game. You have all the advantages with the knife in your hand, but unless you are able to get that elimination, it's over. He does get 1-7 reverse, but it's too late. The reverse does get away. Only 22 seconds remaining on the clock. He needs to run away as fast as possible. Looks like Reverse knows. He knows Reverse is weak right now. He has to get one more stab on him. 10 seconds on the clock. Can Frey pull it off in time? Shinya hiding on the high ground. Looking pretty good. Feeling pretty good so far. Reverse crouching up on top. 5 seconds remaining. Looks like Frey is unable to pull it off in time. And here it is. He will be eliminated from the match. That is rare. That is so rare right there. You always see the knife players being the last men standing, but looks like it's not going to be that way here.
Interesting to see that happen as well, because I thought for a second there, Freya with the knife, there's no way, you got 30 seconds on the clock, you can absolutely do this, but everyone just managed to dodge him at all costs. And he goes, and he's no more in this competition because 7 remain. They have to attack the crab.
Here comes the crab. They've got to work together. There's only a few of them. There's only 7 of them versus one gigantic crab. He's gonna, he has shockwave abilities. There's rocks diving down from the top of the world. You got to be very careful out here. And looks like Ninja has kind of grabbed the aggro of the crab. Here comes the first shockwave. A lot of our players, again, they're newer to this game, so they don't understand the mechanics of it. They've got to be careful.
Look at those moves, guys.
Sick crab moves. I mean,
Oh, and there it is! Ladies and gentlemen, I told you once, and I'll tell you again, this is Crab Game. You don't know what's going on. You don't know who's gonna, you can have 800 hours, but you might not walk away because RNG says not today. You need 801 hours to survive in these lobbies. Oh my gosh. Reverse 2K dies to fall damage. We have lost 2 of our strongest players back to back in the most unprecedented ways possible.
I can't believe it.
You cannot script it any better. You can't script it any better than that right there. What?
Wow. What?
What?
Imagine he broke chairs yesterday when he won. Imagine now losing to the big crab.
$50,000. $50,000 gone just like that.
Gone.
Wow.
Gone in the blink of an eye.
Wow.
Lucky, but also, oh well, better next time.
Hey,
Right, Red Rod here. We've
Gotta
got
move on over.
We've got 4 players remaining here in this stream. $50,000 line between one of these guys will go away with 50,000 plus be playing in our grand final right around the corner of Bomb Tag as well. So who is it? It could be Protoyo, could be High. We'll have to wait and see. But another minute and 3 seconds here, Bonsai, to remain in this game. We've seen in this game itself as well. We've seen some kind of rare last-minute eliminations as well. So anything is possible. With a few seconds left on the clock.
It's very possible. If you find yourself outside that small little square, you're going to find yourself in the pre-game lobby as Renrub adds another kill to his name. Listen, they're kind of spread out right now. 45 seconds on the clock. But again, these squares are going to get smaller and fewer and farther between. Let's say Proto was knocked out, but was able to get back in there just in time. This is when the panic starts to set in. You know, when you have to share a square with somebody else that you know is just as good as you are to get here in the finals, that's when you get panicked. Here it is, 3 players on 1 square, and there's another elimination on the board. Renrub and a 1v1 for $50,000. The round is over. They're going on to the next match. Will it be Bomb Tag? Please tell me it's Bomb Tag because that will be hilarious to watch. But no, it is Crab Fight. Wow. Now this is going to be interesting. Will they even
players,
will they,
Bonsai?
Will
Two players with one giant crab?
Oh no.
They're going to have to fight the crab, but honestly, it's going to be just survive as long as you can. There's almost no way 2 players can eliminate the crab by themselves. They kind of have a truce going on at the moment, but who knows? There's no way they can pull this off on their own. Looks like Renrub and they're kind of working together. Prototype and Renrub are working together, but again, you don't have a lot of time, so you see those shock waves, so you see those pillars of rocks.
They're not going to get the crab.
I don't know. It's really coming down to it. They want to play that passive game. This is just the beginning. Those shockwaves are the weakest attack. We've seen players get thrown to the top of the world. You've got to be very, very careful out there. And here it comes. Another shockwave out there on the board. That's good. 2 shockwaves, a little bit of damage. And Renrub blows off the map. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like our next $50,000 have gone over to Prototype. With the crab game is on his side in every sense of the word. He just needs to kill this crab, and he is going to walk away with 50 grand. There it is. There's the elimination. There's the final man standing, and there is your final. Their final 4 for our finals, chat. For $1 million. Oh my gosh.
My goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Like, not defeating the crab at the end there was a very fitting way of doing it.
A very fitting end.
The boss, just like just to prove a point, to say Renrub fell off, but just to let everyone know, I did kill the boss. Just so we're aware, Tantan is gone.
Right. He's like, honestly, it's kind of taking the credit, you know? You worked together, but again, no, they didn't even fight each other. That was all them versus the crab. Looking over the highlights, we saw so many great players out there. Shinya did a great job. Reverse 2K did a great job. But again, it comes down to the RNG, the fall damage, and a whole lot of luck.
Wow, we lost two major players to the crab.
Depressed, guys.
I cannot believe it.
I'm just terribly depressed.
Oh, yeah.
Doug's in the finals. Shinya, there we get another video of him dying.
Look at this. Reverse 2K was launched into the sky. Just barely enough health gone. And there it is, Renrub falling off the edge of the map. Look how close he was to the edge of the map. He almost survived. It was within this much right here. That was him like and $50,000. Yeah, a big toe. If he just, you know, I don't even know, was a little bit closer to the crab when the shockwave came out, he would be in a lot better position. But man, you can't ask for a better ending than that. We've seen, that's the thing about Crab Game. You just never know how it's going to end, but it is going to be flashy almost every single time.
Oh, you know it. I mean, there we have it, though. As Bonsai said, we have 4 players that remain. Each of our winners from our 4 rounds goes through to the Bomb Tag Grand Finale. Alex is going to give us all the details about how incredible that prize is after a short break, but we have got them confirmed now. Redeem, Nick, Doug, and Prototype. Those are your 4.
That's a stacked lobby.
We with an unbelievable unbelievable Saturday night coming that way. Don't go anywhere. Loads more right after this.
You.
Oh yeah, I've been talking. I've been sitting here muted the entire time, haven't I? Cool. Awesome. Okay. Cool. All right. Awesome. So look, guys. Who are we betting on? Doug, Prototype, Redeem. What do we got going on here? What is everyone saying? Doug. Everybody's rooting for Doug. Don't like it. Don't agree with it. But I'm going to be straight with you guys. I'm going for Redeem in this final round right now. But anyways, guys, let's wrap it up. I'm rambling. Look, one final round. Bomb games. The winner takes home the Hand of the Citadel NFT. And if you're new to NFTs, you don't know what it is, that's fine. You don't have to be an NFTs. We're not trying to get anybody to buy NFTs here. But in the world of NFTs, the Hand of the Citadel, the lowest, the most elite NFTs that we have at Neo Tokyo, which is our NFT group. It's a bunch of crypto gamers, people building the metaverse together. The low end of the high end ones goes for $500,000. So the minimum that this NFT is valued at is probably around $500,000. Just go check the open, see if you want. The person who wins this game is going to get that NFT. They're also going to get over $200,000 in prizes. So, by the end of this game of bomb tag, we're going to see somebody walking away with about $700,000 worth of value. This is the most expensive game of bomb tag in history. This is the most expensive NFT bomb tag game, crypto shenanigans thing that's ever happened on Twitch, and you're getting to witness it with me. Now, I'm a little bit disappointed that Sheena's not here. I'm even more disappointed that Doug's in here, and Doug's very good. He has a good chance of winning. I'm going to throw a chair and probably leave the room if I'm not here at the end of the call. It's because of Doug. That being said, guys, I think it's about time to begin. Before we get going, we have to go and salute our last two sponsors who've made all this all possible. So, of course, guys, we got to talk about Sin City, new metaverse game out there, kind of like a crime, Grand Theft Auto kind of related thing. It's one of the most coolest games that's actually releasing right now. I've been actually talking to them for a long time. A lot of the gameplay that's going on behind the scenes. It's crispy. It's clean. It could be one of the coolest play-to-earn games that's coming up. As always, guys, I'm not saying go invest in these things. I'm just telling you about some cool things that our sponsors are doing. Next one, Mega Weapon. It's an arena fighter, kind of similar to what we're watching right now. People are fighting against each other. Again, play to earn. You own your characters as NFTs. You can trade them, the in-game currency across each other. It's another really good play to earn game that's coming out really crisp, clean. If you're looking for stuff to check out, I'd check out Mega Weapon as well. So, guys, moment of silence for all the people that didn't make it. We had over 5,000 people try to get here. We had over 40 influencers try to get here. And it's come down to these last 4 people out of 5,000 plus people. This is the bomb. This is going to be, I'm quoting it right here. I don't think any person is going to be as immature and stupid enough to give someone $700,000 to play bomb tag ever again in the history of man. So you are seeing a once in a lifetime, once in history, only moment ever. Call your grandparents, get them in the room, get your kids, say this guy on the internet is being a clown with money. He's making people play crab games for $700,000. This is better than your firstborn being born. Let's get it on.
There you have it. You know, I think as a man who has not had kids yet, so far this is the highlight of my life and probably will be for a very long time.
Oh man, I'm gassed after that. That was amazing. I think that the best part about it was Alex being like, "This is the biggest thing ever. I'm being a clown with money. And this is better than your first baby being born." I'm just into it. I mean, Bonsai, we yeah, go big or go home.
Exactly.
Go big or go home. Bonsai, this has been so great. That's so much fun. Like the whole team, it's been an absolute riot, and we're into our last game. And obviously, you know, we just heard about the prizes there as well, like the prize, not just the money, the NFTs up for grabs there as well. Someone's going to be very wealthy after this. Oh yeah, this is life game changer. This person wins is. I mean, that's it. This is a house, car, both. I mean,
everything.
Ridiculous.
It is absolutely everything right now. We only have 4 people competing for this right now, chat. Okay. 4,000, 5,000 people try to get here today, and these are the names that stand out as the winners of $50,000 already. But as the crab game champion so far here in the last bit of our tournament here, we have Redeem, we have Nick, we have Doug, and I'm gonna mess this name up right now, Patoito, out here doing the greatest job of all time. They've done such a great job to get here. They've broken so many alliances, killed so many meat bags, and done everything they can, clawing their way up to survive and get into the final game of the day.
Yeah, I think Patoito is good. I think Patoito. I don't know how you would say it, but
Redeem.
The other ones are easy, like Nick, Doug, and Redeem. Easy.
Right.
But I tell you what, I think it's going to be interesting here. I mean, who do we choose to go the way? I think the player that we probably do think sticks out the most is probably Doug. I've been the most.
Yeah, I've been rooting for Doug for a long time right now. You know, I already had the tattoo and everything, hashtag Team Doug, you know, before I even showed up today, which is kind of weird, not going to lie. But, you know, I think Doug's taking it home right now. He's done a great job. The RNG was on his side. So if you have RNG smelling down upon you, keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So what do you have, Adam? What do you have, Alex? Who do you guys think are going to take it all the way home to win this gigantic
It's obviously Redeem. It is not Doug. Please don't let it be Doug. I think it's going to be Doug. I don't want it to be Doug. He's got moves.
I'm going to choose Doug just to troll Alex.
Yes,
that's
Team
Doug,
guys.
No.
Rise up and chat.
I would never do that. I would never do that.
And here we are.
Put a Toito for me.
Okay.
Right, chat's gone Doug, so we're all in this. We've got a chip in this.
Here comes the bomb. I don't even know who's holding on to it right now, but there's not a lot of time left on the board. Only a minute to pass that bomb off and move on to the next round. The amount of pressure they must be feeling. I think it's actually our spectator, by the way, who's trying to eliminate themselves right now, so we can get a little bit of an aerial camera view on there.
That's
now,
let's see the map. But those are the players. Those four players that you can see on the map right now. Those are the four who will.
If the spectator thing messes, I think the spectator just has to let himself die. Just let the bomb tick down and let him kill himself.
Exactly. This gonna be good right here. Now, now it's gonna get intense because there's only 40 seconds here. Now we're starting it up right here, ladies and gentlemen, as the bomb has been handed off to Doug.
Oh, there goes Doug has the bomb.
He's got the bomb, and this is the best movement players out there out of anybody that's joined today. Can he pass it off in time? Doug doing a great job on the ramp, but he's unable to pass it. This is going to be very close right now. He only has about 15 seconds to pass the bomb to somebody else, but they're all avoiding him like the plague. He somehow misses it.
Redeem's got it.
Doug, you have to run. Run right now, Doug. He's doing such a great job. We need to go over to him. Looks like Redeem has the bomb in hand. He only has 5 seconds. Here it comes. Ladies and gentlemen, our first player eliminated is Redeem. Oh, I'm so sorry, Alex. You must be crushed right now. This is a tough day. But looks like Doug lives to see another match.
Of all the players to eliminate Redeem, it had to be him.
Everybody has to leave the game. We need to make it. No, it's still bomb tag. Okay, cool.
Yeah, still bomb tag.
I was like, whoa.
We're gonna be doing different maps out here on bomb tag.
Easy.
This is actually a very interesting one because there's nowhere to hide here. And
Doug has the bomb again.
Somehow, I feel like he just feels at home with the bomb in his hand. You know, he's doing a great job. This might be one of our final rounds, possibly, if 2 people get eliminated here. I love his movement, but again, they see him coming from a mile away. A great strafe jump across the map. He's wall running, sliding around. He's just behind the enemy players. He's going to actually do a great job here. He's turning it around. Right behind him, Doug sees one player in his sights, but misses the jump. Goes to the wrong side. You hate to see it as Doug is chasing him down all the way across the map. The bomb is ticking any second now. It's going to blow up in his hands and crushing his dream of walking away with hundreds of thousands of dollars. Doug goes down. Here comes Nick has bomb in his hand. Nick has the bomb in his hand here.
This is it.
$1 million.
This is it. $1 million, baby. $1 million on the line here. Nick is chasing after the choice out.
Oh my gosh. Here it comes.
It's exchanged.
20 seconds left. There it is. Nick has to run away from him. He needs to get the high ground. Get away from the other side of the map. Looks like he was not able to. The high ground. He's in the corner. He jukes him out, breaks his ankles like they're playing basketball, and Nick is running for his life. He has the high ground, though. This is a very good advantage. He only has 5 seconds left. Nick is away from hundreds of thousands of dollars. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your champion. Nick has done it!
Oh, my Christ. Bread.
Oh, my God. He's done it. CBS Nick. He's done it. He's won all the money. He's won the NFT. Do you know what? What a finale there. Because bomb tag, we didn't know what was going to happen. Obviously, we saw first Redeem sadly go out courtesy of Doug, which was a very bittersweet taste for everybody watching, particularly Alex. Doug then cannot get rid of the explosive. No matter what he's doing here, you can see Redeem the hand over here. Redeem took it and could not get rid of it fast enough. In that second game, though, Doug, the first person to hold the bomb, he couldn't get rid of it. He explodes.
Look at that. Look at that.
And Nick consistently moving here, there, everywhere, back, forward, using the backwards jump, the angles, going up, down, left, right, using height, then coming low. He knows how to evade. For all we know, Nick could be a squirrel. He could be a squirrel. Because he knows how to get away from trouble.
He really did. I mean, I don't know if you saw that right there in the end. Right there in the end, when he jumped to the wrong side off the high ground, and that jump cost him over $500,000. We've seen so many upsets today. We saw players with hundreds of hours lose in the final second. We saw influencers fall through a glass bridge. Nobody else is doing this, ladies and gentlemen. We just saw one of the greatest shows Twitch will possibly ever see. Now, Alex, how are you feeling right now? Can we just ask what's going on in your head right now? You know, Redeemed, taken out so early. It's almost like he had a curse on him right there in the beginning. What was going on in your head as you saw his limbs go every direction?
Just sad. I haven't called a single one right, but I mean, you know, it's not Shinya, but I was rooting for Nick at the end, so you know, there are a lot of emotions,
you're a Nick
but
fan,
I think it was a good way to spend a Saturday. I'm pretty pumped.
Absolutely.
Well, I for one have loved every single second of this. Hope you guys have as well. We've made history here on Twitch.
Really
This is one of the coolest things that's ever happened.
Well, this is the largest NFT tournament in the history of NFTs, so that is cool. That is very nice.
It's beyond cool. That's amazing.
It is
so
actually
cool
right there.
That is a true statement.
It's amazing.
By far.
For me personally, Alex, the whole team, thank you for having me. For you guys watching as well, thank you for having me. Bonds, I know that you've had an absolute riot here as well. It's been great working with you, buddy.
Oh, it was a blast. You know, it's just the accent, the voice, everything's on point. You know, working with Adam, you just sit back, relax. He takes care of the whole show, man. This has been so much fun. Production, shout out to them, and shout out to all the sponsors that put on such an incredible event out here. This was truly incredible.
We loved every second. Thank you guys for watching us. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. But for now, let's head back to Alex, wrap this puppy up. What a night. What a Saturday. What a Neo Tokyo meta tournament it's been. Unbelievable.
Well, guys, we just gave away $1 million for people to play crab games. We also just had the largest NFT tournament of all time. And coolest of all, we just crowned the first Hand of the Citadel NFT in Neo Tokyo. Look, the whole reason we wanted to do this tournament today is because, frankly, the first crowning hand in Neo Tokyo was pretty damn important to our entire community. So we wanted to do this in the biggest way possible. And I think we did. Biggest crab game money tournament ever, I believe. Biggest NFT tourney ever. Front page's Twitch. Pretty historic day, guys. I've had a lot of fun. What about you? Give me an X if you had some fun. Very cool, guys. Nobody needs to buy anything. This was just simply so we could have the biggest. Literally, so cool. We crowned the second or the third Hand of the Citadel, the first one that's ever been minted, here live on Twitch today, in front of everybody. Everybody remember that last game of Bomb Games. So cool. Had a ton of fun, guys. I really don't have anything else to say. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for participating. We're doing another one of these in 2 weeks where everybody's going to be competing for some other NFTs and some other prizes. It's going to be wicked cool just like this, so I hope you tune in. Fucking Doug and Shinya, our heart is with you. Our heart is with you. I got nothing more to say, guys. Have a wonderful Saturday. Thank you for tuning in. Everybody that participated, thank you. All of our sponsors, thank you for making it happen. Tweets you out some love on Twitter. I'll catch you guys next time.